Hey girl.
Hey
Oh.
girl.
Hey girl.
How are you, bro?
Mondaeon! I love Mondays, man.
Yeah.
I love Mondays.
Yeah, same. Always
It's
good time.
Monday on time.
Monday on time.
It's Saturday, Sunday. It's Monday on time.
How are you, Sam? You good?
I'm good. Thanks for pushing it back. It's like you read the universe.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've already seen the film. I know the future.
uh, that's why you're on the Eon team, like, because you know it's gonna flip it. You can see my schedule. You can see the stock market. Yeah, thanks, mate. I was just had a late one today, and I said,
It's,
boy,
it's okay. Tell me if you need more time. We can do at this time every time, or even
no,
earlier.
it's only just been these last couple of weeks. It's been a bit hectic. I've been,
Okay.
yeah, but thank you, mate. How are you?
Good, good. Coding a lot for the Communist Fair these days. And
Boy,
yeah, because I have project after this one. I don't know if you know someone talked to me about
what?
that. So I have to finish everything to start something else.
Do you ever take what's the word? Do you ever take little victory moments?
What? Sorry, didn't
So you know
understand.
when you've completed a goal, do you ever do something to acknowledge it? Like a small nod to yourself. Do you ever do anything?
Oh yeah. For what I'm doing, like yeah, the note is like don't delay things. That's a main problem I have every time. Delay things to do other stuff and
Ah,
just focus on one task and kill it and move to another. I'm trying to do a lot of stuff all at once and time like takes too much time to do the whole thing. So something like that.
do you ever, when you finish something though, do you ever have, a sort of reward for yourself to say, oh, look at your work. Do you ever stop and take a moment and congratulate yourself? Do you ever do anything like that?
Oh no, I don't have too much this kind of stuff. I'm just happy when the job is finished, when the job's done, and moving to another stuff.
The job's never finished, Mike. No, I'm joking.
Exactly. Hey, hi
No,
P.
man.
Hip hip
Hey,
hip.
girl.
Hello.
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 How you doing?
Was that a balloon
What?
breakfast?
I have helium boys.
Yeah.
Like, I got some more sound gear. If you can maybe tell by the silky sound of my voice.
Oh, it's like add-ons, yeah.
No, I got a new microphone because everyone was complaining my microphone was like shit. And then I got a sound mixer so I can actually like control my sound a little bit more so I'd have less fucky wucky sound on stream.
Sick, mate. Yeah, you guess you need it. It's because you only got what? It's only Sunday. You got what? 6 days before you're going all in. You're getting ready for it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like loco genuinely kind of nervous. Like, oh man, hopefully I don't fuck it up and it like flops and it sucks. No one likes it. They're
Nah.
like, hide, you're cringe and gay. Everyone else could do this better than you.
No, everyone's gonna say that anyway, man. But it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, just say it anyway.
Nice. But
No.
the first one
I'm
is
so
always.
glad I woke up for spaces. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
at 6:30 in the morning.
Wow.
This is the abuse half hour when you wake up, like when we just start slating you.
Yeah,
Seems like the radio for real. Like you. Welcome to the SPX Wake Up Hour. Wake
This.
up!
get out of bed, you piece of shit.
Mine would be the most horrifying voice to wake up to. You'd be like, no.
Oh. Good morning, baby.
Uh,
Hi, girl. Wake up, girl.
I mean, you might beat me.
Girl,
Yeah.
time to slay the day.
Slay girl.
Wakey, wakey.
What have you been working on, Mike? Did you do a website for Amsterdam?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like almost finished. Maybe 1 days of work to finish the animation properly, and after I have to like fill it with all the information. But it's almost finished, yeah. So I could go full on the portal again.
Brilliant, man.
I'm glad you're back in the slave cage.
Yeah. I'm in the, I'm in the gulag with all my slaves.
I'm in the gulag with all my girlies.
Cute gulag.
Just another day, feeling cute. Prison, prison guys are just whipping me.
Here's what a day with me looks like in the SPX gulag. So I wake up at about 4 o'clock in the morning after a quick 3-hour nap, and I get straight to cold labor, or I get whipped by bat roll.
Just woke up, felt cute in the gulag.
Underneath my makeup, I get some dirt out of the cracks in the bricks, and I use it as my eyeshadow. It's serving peasant core, and I am all here for it.
Yeah, like there's. Sorry, mate. That's the fate you've been subjected to.
Yeah, back in the gulag years. That's good to come back. Yeah, I love to do artistic stuff, but I think we need some coding work these days, so I'm forcing a little bit myself to code again. But it's cool. I'm learning new stuff and it's cool. It's cool, girly. It's very
Do you,
cool.
are you guys? Are you guys? Well, actually, Hype. I know you said you weren't so familiar with actually using the AI. It was more Shang. But have you guys? Have you guys been able to use AI to sort of help? Like Mike, have you been able to use it to help coding?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
Hype, have you been able to use AI to help like any of the setup outside of the coding?
Yeah, I think like if you don't use AI these days, you're like dinosaurs in a lot of in a lot of fields. Like I have friends that are developers and they don't hire you anymore if you don't use AI to code. It's like reversing
What?
the the stuff. So yeah, I use AI to code and finishing by end when it's like too complicated to explain to an AI in prompt when it's very precise stuff to change. But definitely I use AI and everyone is using AI. Like for coding these days, it's like over to just code the old way. So I know Andy was saying this too, and I probably start to use AI at the same time as Andy. So yeah, it's inevitable.
Yeah, that's wild. Do you think so? Somebody who sets out on the course of becoming a coder, that's what you call the profession. Do you, is that still relevant anymore? Is there still, obviously it sounds like there's quality control, but if somebody just goes, nah, I think I'm just going to become a really sick AI coder, could they just skip a uni degree and do that?
Yeah, I think you can learn everything by yourself. It's good to have like basic knowledge in coding, like a little bit of which language and how a little bit to use it, but like it not these days it's over. It's like you almost don't code anymore. You're just prompting and you're like chief project instead of being a coder, more something like that, you know. Like you send your your clanker doing the stuff.
And you're like the foreman, just.
Yeah,
uh,
it's crazy. And I think like in 1, 2, 3 years, it will be like you just say a prompt and it do everything. and it would be really crazy. And same probably for films, and it's crazy the improvement rate of the AI. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, man. I don't know how to apply it in my own world yet, but it's. How about you, Hype? Have you used it at all? Have you had to like use case outside of just what Shang's been doing?
A little bit. I mean, using it for like the artsy stuff, definitely done that. And it's like it's pretty good. It's okay. It like still sucks though.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not
Yeah.
really gonna like replace graphic designers and stuff because it doesn't. It'll make you a picture, but it doesn't make you like layers that you can like work with, sort of thing. So like I'll use it for like to make shit like for videos or to like ballpark what I want to see, like conceptualize stuff. Like when I was getting like Lumi and like Aeon Girls designs and then sending them off to like artists to turn them into VTubers, I'd make like a whole PDF of like what they should look like and like their concept and stuff, and then send it to like a real person to then actually like make the thing because the AI can't like actually it can't actually make anything yet.
That's interesting. Do you think it needs like? Do you think it needs like a sort of people that they draw stuff? My brother does a lot of that. He I don't know what his thing in uni was called, but he draws it and then it goes onto the computer. So he would draw like digital art. Maybe it's just called digital art. And then do you think you could? I don't know. Maybe it needs like more pictures and stuff.
No, it's always like software. It's always
Ah.
like software. Because like when you use like Photoshop and shit, or like any of those softwares, everything's like in layers. So you can like individually manipulate like layers of something. Whereas like the AI just it just goes like, here's your picture. And then you have to like try and cut it into layers and it's all like fucked up. It's still just like better to like unless you're like doing small shit. Like if you're doing small shit, like I want to make like the picture for like Lumi's debut, like that works. But to make like the stream overlay or something, we still need to like go to like real people and stuff. So unless you like, unless someone made a specific software just to like emulate AI Photoshop, then maybe. But like ChatGPT or whatever isn't like close to doing that. And the AIs are breaking. Have you seen that, Mike? How much the AIs are like
Yeah.
because everyone's starting to like use it in the real world, and then they're realizing that the AI will just make shit up, and then like Facebook and a bunch of other corporations have like found out that it's like the hardware is breaking, except they can't figure out that the hardware is breaking because the hardware itself thinks it's not broken.
Yeah, it's crazy. You talk about OpenClaw and this kind of stuff, or?
No, not OpenClaw.
Okay.
There's like an issue with like the GPU, not the GPU, some of the hardware where
Okay. I didn't know.
my CPU was doing it, where like we've pushed the silicon to the point that it can't handle it, like the power.
Okay.
Where like the little like tiny micro transistor nodes,
Okay. Okay.
they break, like they collapse.
Wow.
And then they make all these like errors, except the computer can't doesn't know that it's an error.
Wow.
So like over long term, you think the AI is really good at math and it's really good at crunching these numbers and all of these things, but then a bunch of the hardware is just broken and the AI is just making shit up out of thin air. But it's telling you it's right because the AI thinks it's right, but it's not.
Oh, wow.
So like you can't actually use it at the moment to actually do math or like corporations for them to like crunch 6 months worth of metrics and
Wow.
figure out like the ROI on a product. Like you'd think that would be AI's best job, but like it can't do it at the moment. It's really weird.
It's crazy. I think it would be one of the main problem in the future, like verifying if AI is doing good or not. It will be like specific job for this, I think, in the future. Because like everyone is using AI without checking anything. I know people writing books with AI without checking all the information, and this kind of stuff. And it will be like a real problem in the future.
Yeah, I reckon so. Because I think we're still in this. Hang on, is my mic all fucked up? Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
No, you're good, man.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, like it'll be like interspacing, right? Like we think AI and robots are gonna like take every single job, but it's more like humans and AI working together on everything. Because like yeah, AI just makes shit up and it like fully believes it that it's like true and it's like not true.
It's just like but it's probably because it's really early days, right? Eventually, that will be sorted before the takeover, right?
Maybe.
I was promised smart AI with good police robots, not the bad police robots.
Yeah, you'd hope.
Ooh,
It's like,
RoboCop.
citizen, you have gone over your carbon credit allocation.
Oh yeah, I saw your post. That was good, man.
Oh yeah.
That was sick, mate. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
isn't that like, you know, when people come into my center and they bring cash, and I feel like the biggest goon saying, "I'm sorry, we don't take your freedom money." You know, conform.
Conform. Use Stripe.
It's just like slave talk happening already. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's wild.
Yeah.
But RoboCop would be sick. I just want to say that, like, that would actually be that would be the benefit of Elon's chip. I'm not for the chip, but if somebody would take one for the team and just experiment with being RoboCop, that would be kind of cool.
As long as they don't like, go crazy. Become like a super villain. There are some really cool things with like the really dystopian tech. There's still some pretty cool shit. Like it would be pretty great to have your own like AI like in your head. Sort of thing, like a video game where it can like talk to you and you're like, when's the next train? Like on this like fucking gnarly ass like Japanese fucking train network and you're just like don't speak Japanese, so you just like, I need to go here. Where do I go? And it's just like this way. And you're like, thanks, Lumi. Love you, babe.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like the tech is cool, in fact. And that's the big problem. Like, people will go into it because it's cool. So we can see the danger coming because it's inside the cool stuff, you know?
Well, it's always morality. It's always based on like who's wielding like the power,
Yeah.
essentially. Because if it's like used by psychopaths to like set up some like unbreakable prison cell for the goy, then it's like horrendous. But if it's like used well, then it's like good. You know, if they make the entire internet like a dead internet where it's all just like AI influences, it's like horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, it makes me think to something like they used AI to hack Palantir. I don't know if you've seen this. Palantir, which is like,
Oh yeah, the Claude thing.
yeah, it's crazy. It's part of the SP500 too.
Is it a company, Palantir?
Yeah. It's
And they hacked it, yeah?
yeah, it's like a security. I don't know how to define this.
Oh, Palantir. Wasn't it Claude didn't hack Palantir, did they? They just used Palantir just used Claude in the like Maduro sting, and now they're like the US government's like backflipping on it, and now they're like trying to designate
Yeah.
Claude as like a supply chain risk
Yeah.
and all of this stuff. I don't like looking into it that much.
Yeah. It's,
But Palantir is like a what should we call it? Like not a security company.
Yeah.
They essentially harvest everybody's data and put everyone into like, so we all have Palantir profiles,
oh yeah.
and
Oh,
all the
crap.
governments can like purchase that off of Palantir. So they're like a public security company where they know everything about everyone, always, where you are, what you're doing, your belief system, how much of a risk you are, and your opinions on like anything happening. And yeah, they're like Israel based.
It's army baked, I think, and it's like Big Brother, in fact.
Yeah, that sounds just like a Big
Yeah,
Brother.
it's the center of all the surveillance.
Holy crap. Yeah, that's wild.
So probably there will be like data in the nature about this. I've seen some. I don't know if it's true or not for now, but probably like a lot of shit will come in nature due to the sensitive data being hacked. So we'll see what happens. Like we have a lot of revelation these days. Epstein, Palantir, all the data is coming out a little bit. It's kind of good in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is good. It's like, yeah, it makes you wonder if Patriots were in control the whole time.
Yeah.
I have a wild idea. Everyone, I think we have enough space for everyone here to be a speaker. Everyone should come up and be a speaker. That's right, Ren. I'm talking to you. Eon girl, Yusa, Hoodish, DK, Slow. Come on, Ren. Good man. Tradfi Nightmare. Chris, I see you.
Yeah, if you want to join girls,
You can have the whole the whole crowd as the audience.
Hoodish is awake as well. So
Guys
it's
don't
not
mess
even
around.
7 8. Wait. Hoodish is awake at fucking like 5 a.m.
Hoodish,
What's going on?
girl.
Early bird flips the stock market, huh?
Mate, early bird goes get coffee because early bird tired.
What's the coffee of choice? I know you guys over there basically invented good coffee. Show
Yeah,
us your credentials.
Honestly, man, I'm a weird one. You can make fun of me, but I get a large sweet cap because up until
Ooh.
recently I was yeah, no, I'm sorry, bro. Up until recently,
Gay.
What are you doing? I was
Shame.
vegan for 9 years. It's in my blood now.
Gay.
So yeah, sweet cap. Thanks for the hate. Peace.
Yeah, you could feel it was coming, Hoodish.
Yeah, the pretty face.
What do you
Don't call me gay because I drink soy. I get like a white girl coffee. I get it's either a caramel flat white or a caramelized latte.
No, Hype, it's got even worse.
Yeah.
What's going on in Australia?
Gay.
You guys are meant to be like the best of the best, and you both. I don't understand this.
Yeah. You know how
What
how embarrassing it is. Full cream. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Straight from the
Good on the
teeth.
gut. Good on the gut.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's just like almond milk's too watery.
Yeah,
Soy
agreed.
milk has phytoestrogens. Like, so there's not many other options.
I'll have full cream on just you this morning and see how it goes.
come on,
You're not
Hoodish.
gonna like accidentally shoot yourself, are you? You've been vegan for 9 years. You don't remember being
Yeah.
intolerant.
Well, I had an egg snack, and the eggs started affecting my gut, and then I started eating fish, and then that started like affecting my gut as well. It was weird. So yeah, I don't know. I eat mostly vegetarian, but I try not to have too much dairy milk.
Yeah, it's like not the best.
It's like I think
It's good still.
there's the other one. There's A2 milk. Do you guys know that one? Like we have Jersey and Guernsey
Yeah.
cows here. You know that one, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think that's meant to be better for if you've got trouble digesting.
Yeah, because there's like a protein that's been like taken out of it or something. Like the cows make it with
without lactose, this kind of stuff.
I think it's still got lactose, but it's like filtered at the teat. No, I'm joking. I don't know. But it's just different cows, I think. I don't know.
Expert milk analysis.
We can do charts, so we do milk analysis.
Yeah. This is just like our way of acting out. It's just like you guys are super weird. Where's this come from? I don't know. I just want to look at the milk all the time.
I want to look at milk sales. all because we can't like look at a chart.
What's it doing today? How's it coming out? Is it creamy? Oh wow. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I just went off somewhere. Ren, how's it going? Go. Ren?
Oh, yo, me. Sorry, yeah. Hi.
No, you're
Good,
Glenn.
thanks. How are you guys?
Good, and you, Ren.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I was a bit distracted.
You
What's going on with you, man?
Don't listen to milk analysis. That's terrible.
No, I was listening, but I was listening from one of my ears. Yeah, no, nothing much going on with me. Just don't know.
Are you watching a film currently?
No, they're doing something in GIMP.
Okay.
Ren, you're going to be there for the Friday Matrix Discord viewing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Wait, is that in the Discord with what's his name? Fuck.
Audacious.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so
yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah.
Slow, I know you hear me. I'm sorry, I haven't done any work on it, but I'm gonna. And then, so this Friday, guys, coming up is like this time, which is 9 p.m. European time. So, yeah, if you're around, gonna do the Matrix on Discord.
Sure. Nice.
Nice one, mate. It'd be good to vibe with you there.
When Friday? You say?
Yeah, come along. If everyone like, it's literally it's gonna be just a gathering. It's just another way we can just chat shit together, you know.
Yeah. Very cool idea. I love Matrix. My favorite movie.
I don't think it's dated either. I think it's like exactly as good as when it first came out.
Yeah, and it just keeps getting better. The crazier the world gets, the Matrix just like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like how
It's the goat. It is the goat of movies.
Yeah.
We'll see you there at 4 a.m. in the morning then, mate.
And I'll be up with my soy cat.
Yeah, Hoodage said he wasn't gonna miss it.
You did, didn't you?
I'm in.
Slow!
Hey, Slow. Hey, girl.
What's up, girl?
Hey, girl.
Oh, that's a tiny girl. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, it's like Matrix open mic night, you know, because the mic is just going to be open for everyone while we're watching Matrix, which is going to be pure chaos. But I can't wait.
Yeah, there's
Yes,
a lot
give
of
it.
people in the Discord, no? It's like 50 people or more.
Yeah, you can have tons of people in the Discord. I think we just have to make sure that Chang doesn't show up because he'll just Chang and Hype actually both of them are just kind of troublemakers on an open mic.
Shut up.
I heard that.
No, the more trouble, the better. It's gonna be sick. But yeah, never figured it out. Might have to. I know, Ren. You said you've done them before, and Eon girl, you've done them before too. I know for sure with the alien stuff. Might need to pick your brains a bit. I'm gonna watch some YouTube vids on how to make it go.
Yeah, it's not difficult. You work it out.
Yeah, I think so. Right. It's just got one of these sites, stream it, and then we can. What's the Matrix? Like 2.5 hours of just bliss.
Yeah, bliss exactly.
When Lawrence Fishburne was thin, and they did kung fu all the time.
Oh yeah.
They learned kung fu in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. By the way, guys, Mike, I don't know if you had any topics today. Sorry, I didn't send you anything, but I got something that came to my mind.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, because I have a drama in my pocket, but I keep it in my
Oh
pocket for now.
boy.
Let's go ahead.
Well, I was just. Mine's a tiny bit. It's a tiny bit controversial. But I'm going to say it. TradFi is the only enemy. It's been sitting with me for a long time, and I said to myself, I'm going to take some hit here. But I just going to say, I never agreed with TradFi is the enemy. As in, I don't have any enemies, so I never feel right saying that one. I know we're also Ruben's. When I first met Ruben, he was like, "Yeah, I work in TradFi." I was like, "Oh, bro." but No, it just stood out for me because I've just been thinking over time. I was looking through the commandments the other day and just thinking of some stuff off the back of them, and I just thought to myself, oh, I actually don't sit with that one. And I think the bigger thing that came to my mind was, you guys, was I think it would be interesting over time, like how, like I would never say to change the commandments, but I wonder over time if people will sort of pick and choose. Because I thought to myself, what I'm actually doing is I'm probably actually picking and choosing because I actually don't think of TradFi as the enemy. And some people, for example, don't believe in actually flipping the stock market. They believe it was more of like a representation. And it kind of like if somebody's religious, not religious, maybe they're like, yeah, maybe someone's religious, but they pick and choose the bits of the religion that they like. And so I just thought it was kind of interesting in my head. Like I have actually picked and choose. I've decided that there's actually one. And then sometimes I'm like, well, I'm not really a bot. And then other times I'm like, I'm a bot. But I just thought, I wonder how that's going to develop as time goes on, as some people start to, you know, pick bits of it and go, like, what if somebody aligns with everything, but they decide that they don't want to kill them with kindness? I mean, it's probably an easy answer, but I but yeah, it's just a thought, you know. I don't actually believe in the enemy bit.
I thought I had drama on my pockets, but you had a bigger one, I guess.
You think there's a bigger one?
I don't know. I really think TradFi is the enemy. Like, but I see what you mean. Like, everyone is free to pick up what they want, but I think
I'm not encouraging. I'm literally not. That's why I'm, you know, like reluctant. I'm not encouraging it at all because I love the commandments. I'd rather be with the community that believes in the things and just say, look, I came into it, and those were the commandments when I came in. I stick with that. But I just thought it was an interesting thought that came in my mind. I was like, for myself, I actually don't have any enemies. I don't believe in labeling anyone as my enemy.
in fact, for me, you choose really the wrong one because it's the most important one. Like having, sorry, I'm sorry, but like having this enemy is like our mission. So it's like the most important things here, I guess, and it's what like make us having cohesion, you know, and keep being focus on something, and that's our advantage. Like the mission is something we have more than other communities, and it's because the TradeFi is the enemy that we want to flip it. But yeah, I don't know what you think about, guys.
I think TradFi is one of the enemies.
How you think they?
Ren's got more. Go on, Ren. Who's the
That has all-
No, I can't say, but you know, they're around.
the main one is TradFi though. They're pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
Like a lot of the companies
yeah.
do the most like fucked up shit, and they're like fully extract everyone and everything for profit, and they don't care how much they like ruin all of humanity and everyone else's life just so they get like money. And that's the point. That's the point of trying to like flip the stock market, is because they do such fucked up shit. Like, and the whole stock market is sort of like a lie in the first place. It's all sort of like vaporous, insider manipulation.
Do you know, it's not a disagreement with it. I think it's more just flipping the stock market to me doesn't mean the same as having enemies. As in, I know, like, get this right. I'm corruption. I always thought it's really easy for all of us to be corrupt. It's just amplified with the more responsibility you have. So somebody say who's in politics or government rather, and somebody who's in finance, just these positions of mass influence, their corruption just ends up being so much more pronounced. But if I think about it, I look at my people at my work and somebody's meant to be working and they go out and they take a cigarette break. Or my manager's just outright corrupt. He tells people he is. And he will just, because he can, he'll do, he might just. I can't think of an outright example, but it's a very small thing. It's something that somebody might just go, that's harmless, and so I thought like the idea that politics would corrupt most of us, and so my thought is, well, how many of us are so squeaky clean that if somebody had to call us on any sort of corruption in our life, there wouldn't be, like, you never left work a tiny bit early, or you never, if a politician does it, it's so much more amplified because of what they have, because what people are scrutinizing everything they do, and obviously there's different magnitudes of. So I just thought, how quickly would we become the enemy if we were in a position of mass influence? And like for example, Murad can become a real big enemy to people because he has a big influence, but he's an Aeon. But because he has a big influence, people call him a KOL in many instances, especially outside the community. And so then everything he does is way more amplified and scrutinized. But how many of us are doing things that are that would be just as impactful if we had the same reach? And then what separates someone being an enemy? And it was more just the wording, I suppose, that I was considering. Not never the mission. The mission is everything.
I can tell you a story, Seb, that happened to me like 2-3 weeks ago. Like my father, how I can formulate this? My father had friends in the city I am in France, which is like top 5 big city in France, and he had some friends that are with the next probably mayor of one of is positioned to be the next mayor of one of the top 5 cities in France. These guys know my father and know I'm in crypto since a long time. So he asked to my father to join him to make his program, his crypto program, to go on election and having like a crypto side of his project, And I could really be paid really well, like a lot. And for me, it's like this kind of corruption. I don't like politics. I don't like these people. And it's starting like this, like, don't corrupt yourself. Like, the biggest corruption is within yourself, in fact, at the beginning. And I refused, and I don't have a job now, and I'm not in good position. I could have a really easy life, but I refused. And I think it's that way to not be corrupt. Is like being, how can I say this?
True to yourself.
True to yourself. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. So it starts like this, like not lying to yourself at the beginning, and it's not a matter of position. You can lie to yourself for no money. You can lie to yourself for a lot of money. It's like a general principle, I guess. I don't know. It makes me think to this.
Resistance, Mike. I like it, man. That's and I love that, mate. And I agree with it. I suppose it's just a us versus them sort of, thinking, and then it makes me think of kill them with kindness. We I guess we would always kill, even if people think of as TradFi as the enemy, killing them with kindness while they're still the enemy. But I'm just always, I guess wording always matters to me, because I always just think, how many things put us in a external blaming, and what you said there, Mike, was about internal responsibility, and everything is surely, we can only affect the change from ourselves. And so I don't know, I'm just mindful of a us versus them, like, we all band together, and that's kind of like, that's the rhetoric that we've always, moved behind, right? Like, if we need to find a common enemy, and if we can't find a common enemy on Earth, then we'll find a common enemy in space and we'll bomb them, and we're, right? And like, get the aliens. And
Boo, TradFi lover. Boo.
oh boy,
Joking.
tomato time.
But yeah, but it's interesting. Yeah.
I think if I can share my opinion, is
No.
is like shut up. I'm going to anyways. Like when I think of TradFi, I'm not particularly thinking of any one particular person. When I hear the term TradFi, I think of the system as a whole. Like we're living in a system that is systemically oppressing people. So it's like the enemy is whoever is, you can say the enemy or like whatever the obstacle is. What use whatever words you want. But like part of this systemic issue is greed, right? Which is like peaceful life over greed, and all of these like commandments and sayings and stuff. They exist like within an overall context, and like people, it's easy to get into like these intellectual boxes and like paradoxes and knots and stuff when we get too literal about a lot of stuff because like at the end of the day too, I mean, like what about the commandment the girl is cute? Like everyone's interpretation of what that fucking means
Yeah,
is going to be
yeah.
different from every
Fair play.
person, right? So yeah, like don't get too worried sometimes over like these words and cross cross examining them against each other. And it's like we live in a system that's been systemically oppressive towards the majority of people. And like we can all kind of just agree on that. And I think that's good enough, Because like
Yeah.
at some point you could start to get into an issue of like, well, who's the exact enemy? Like what's going on here? And like what is the collective good? Is the collective good 51% of the population? Like you can get into these like stupid theoretical debates that really don't lead anywhere productive. That's just my opinion. But anyways, I think TradFi, I think of like the system as a whole, the thing that is, it rewards greed and it rewards corruption and it rewards if you are willing to be bought, it rewards that. And that's a problem for everyone else.
I think that's exactly the meaning of being PvE, Seb. Like, it's not personal to someone. It's like a system that is like put on us since probably before our parents and their parents before. It's like a long time. It's like this, and it's more like yeah, a system exactly. A system of
Yeah.
oppression.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I hear it. I think the idea of maybe not going to, but when something comes to my mind, I feel like where else am I going to share it? It's got to be on Mondaeon.
Yeah, but you don't need to have hate. Probably that's what you wanted to say.
Never.
You don't need to have hate for the enemy, but it's still the enemy, I guess. Something like that. I'm not.
Not in my heart, but it doesn't. But I hear what you guys are saying. I don't I don't think I can fully align with that just because again it's semantics, but they matter in my mind. But I align 100% with the mission of
So
the stock market, and there is a system that is
broken and
that is
corrupt.
broken and corrupt. Yeah, I literally agree with every single thing. Those are the most important things to me.
So it's the word enemy that you don't like.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Do you have
yeah.
a
But that's just personal.
you have-
Slow.
Yeah, but they hate us. The
Yeah.
Epstein thing.
yeah.
Some of these people are pure fucking evil. Like, and there's no two ways to like cover. Like, we're not
Yeah.
just talking about like I'm not talking about the people that like work the stock market floor
Oh yeah.
sort of thing. Like, we're talking about like the stock market is like a euphemism for like the malicious fucked up people who are like continually like leading
The
the world just like a pit of hell because they worship Satan.
the corrupt
Yeah, no, for
the
real, they
corrupt
do.
elites. Yeah.
Yeah, and they literally hate us. Like that they get off on fucking humiliating and destroying all of like normal people. Like
Yeah. The terrible thing is like it's indirect violence. It's like not physical, but it's killing you the same way. It's like the whole system making you crazy and everything
Yeah.
you eat and everything. It's crazy. It's crazy and
Well,
evil.
it is physical in a lot of ways, just sometimes not directly to us. I mean, like wars are a direct result of the economy and these governments and these political powers. Like billions of people have died because of like greed and power hungry psychopaths. You know,
Yeah, sure.
we're just the ones who are quote unquote lucky enough to survive for now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess the majority of people, it's not like you have a policeman coming to your home and beating you every day to go to work. I was just saying.
You do, Mike. Get back to work.
Try having Chad as your boss, dude.
What, you a new microphone? That's nice of him.
That is true. He did buy me a new microphone.
Microphone? Did he make?
Type
Did he like?
in the comments.
Nice pink microphone, you fucking wolf duck.
Did you see you derailed our whole conversation?
What'd you
That
do?
was so fucking funny.
You like looked at the comment and you were like trying to like keep it together, and I was like, it's coming, he's about to break, he's about to break. So good.
Trolling 101. Maybe that should be the first segment of your show.
Yeah. My favorite thing has been like joining everyone's spaces and then being like, all their like live streams and being like, ooh, 4 beautiful boys.
You called us 4 white chocolate boys or something.
You beautiful white chocolate boys.
What a beautiful chocolate man.
So, Seb, do you have a better word?
No, I don't seek to change it at all. That's. I just thought I don't seek to change it at all. I love what it is. I love what I joined, and
He capitulates. We got
no,
it, guys.
I don't capitulate for capitulate for myself. But do you know what I mean? I don't walk into someone's house and start like changing the rules. I just say, look, I loved it when I came in, and do you know what I mean? I respect it, and so it's just a personal thought. It's just a personal thought.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Fine, Seb, you're allowed to have
I've got opinions every week, right?
and it's good. Good.
I've got to let them loose, otherwise they just stay inside. And I'm like, oh wait, I wonder what people think about this. But yeah, no, that was my little moment, Mike. I know there's something you wanted to share, but better out than in.
But yeah, there is obviously so much angle in SPX that you cannot be on every angle fully 100%. Like there is obviously sides you prefer, and that's normal.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, do you know what I tried to do actually? I tried to make a bombed and failed this Sunday. I was trying to make a show with some girls from work, and then I said to them initially, let's just do a talk, and let me just explain to you what SPX6900 is. It was my sister and 2 other girls from work, and then I went on an absolute manic thought brainstorming thing on Friday and Saturday night. Just couldn't sleep, and all my ideas for Valentine's were just completely absorbed into this idea. I told my partner, I was like, I'm sorry, I used all the good ideas on SPX, so this Valentine's. She's so sweet. She was like, yeah, it's cool.
That's a true Aeon.
I was like in the zone. I was like, holy crap, this is gonna be sick. And then Sunday morning, so I'm at work and we're gonna do it at work. And I said to one of the girls, I said, oh, so look, complete rehash. Forget the questions. We're gonna play these games. She's like, what? And I was like, don't worry, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be hilarious. You're gonna have a great time. She was like, and then
You will have fun with other girls? That's what you said?
no, Luke, mate, please. But just I just went a bit manic, and then she just like had a complete change of heart. She was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to be in this. And then when she dropped out, I said to the other girl, don't worry, it's fine. It's just some games. It's gonna be really cool. She was like, who's in it? I was like, me and my sister. She was like, so then they both dropped out. So I'm gonna have to reschedule. But it was hilarious. It was a bit of a blow. But yeah, so it's quite funny.
I think, Hype, you have your microphone very low.
Oh yeah, I have a
It's okay.
fake note now.
It's okay. It's okay now, girl.
Yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing, so I'm being like so embarrassed.
Pretty.
Like, oh, I'm dying. I'll be dying.
But they think I'm you know, when you've just hit like a point of weirdness. So I said to her, I was like, this is definitely not professional of me at all. But whatever. Like, yeah, we're gonna play the stock market. She was like, yeah, it does seem a bit unprofessional. I was like, yeah. The other guy hasn't even started work. I said to her, look, this won't actually, because I hired her. I was like, this won't actually impact your. You know, I was like, no pressure, but do you want to come along to this thing? And she was like, yeah, I'd love to. And I was like, I wonder if she felt pressured. But you know, I didn't want that. So I'm gonna do it with we're gonna redo it with Ruben because he's got a sick office. Mine's nowhere near as nice as his, so we're gonna do it. Gonna do it at his place and regroup and hopefully do it next week. But that was the burn of the week. You know, when something just fails on its butt.
Yeah. And you wasted all your Valentine's Day energy on like.
Yes. I had like half an idea for my partner. Luckily, she kind of picked up the slack and she was like, "Yeah, I understand. She's really sound, so must make amends next Valentine's."
Were you in the doghouse? Were you?
No, we don't. She's actually really cool because she's working so hard on her thing that she's like really sweet and understanding, and she's just like, I'm at peace with where we're at. So, do you know what I mean? Like when you're both trying to you're both like trying to figure it out and do stuff and. But I walked into her place and there was a massive bouquet of like these lovely flowers that her housemate had got for his partner, and I looked at them and I was like, oh, those are some sick flowers, babe. She was like, yeah.
Did you feel cold inside?
Ice cold, Hurdish. Ice cold. No. I was alright with it. I was like, those are nice flowers.
Take it up to her on another week. Give it like a month or a month and a half to cool down. Like, babe, I didn't get that much. Fucked up Valentine's.
Yeah, I can just pick some daffodils off the street. It's nearly Easter here. It's the big thing. What did you say, mate? You went a bit faint.
Maybe street daffodils will work.
But yeah, I'm pretty confident now you've said it. Yeah, I think street daffodils.
She would have been so mad. She would have beat me.
I picked flowers out of my garden.
That's my heartless moment.
And they look shit.
What did you guys do for Valentine's? Any lovers? Any grand gestures of romance going down for yourself or for your partners or for your people?
Most of us don't have girlfriends.
Can you guys hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Awkward silence of single men being like, yeah, nothing.
We told you we are all.
Valentine's Day.
It's full of incels, Seb. You know it. Don't pretend you don't know it.
Seb,
I stood me up for Valentine's.
What? What? What'd you say?
I said Hype stood me up for Valentine's.
Oh.
Open your mic just to say that. Everyone wants to be my valet on time.
Oh yeah. You want me to tell my Valentine's Day? I was with a good friend of mine making a live on TikTok about conspiracy theories. That was my Valentine's Day with my bro against the system, even on Valentine's Day. Oh, he moved. Why? Why, Seb?
Oh, he dropped off.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, sweet prince. Beautiful white chocolate boy.
He's here again.
Yeah, I can't believe Seb thought that we would all have girlfriends.
Yeah. We all do.
I was with Hang in Discord and he was playing League. This is A on Valentine's Day.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
called,
back. Sorry, Hurdish.
and Hype, you called me gay for my coffee order.
I can hear the machine running in the background. Yeah, you know how it's like low key embarrassing to look at a pretty barista and be like, "Yeah, can I have a caramel ice latte, please?" Would you like a pride rally to go
It's for
with
my
that?
girlfriend.
Right, like I'll order 2. It's like none of these are both for me.
It's like double shame.
Yeah.
Thank you for your question, Seb. Everyone feels very bad now.
For not doing anything. Good. Good. I need.
Ah, feel better.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna tell my partner. I was like, don't worry, none of the Eons did anything either.
He's offset.
Oh, Mr. Lover, what'd you do, Hoodish? Come on.
All right. I have a really shit garden because I've just moved, but I picked flowers because it saves money, man. And then she still cared. She still liked that. But I bought her a Garmin watch because I don't like buying flowers because to me it's just a waste of money. And she needs to go to the gym again. So I got her a watch. See? Smart. Helping with her health.
Clever.
Your girlfriend fat.
Yeah. That's all those lattes. They've helped you to get the insight. She was like, Hoodish, is that what you're saying? What's it like? It's like a tracker. It's like a tracker watch, Hoodish.
Yeah, sort of. I'm like, now you can put it on when we go for walks and to the gym and stuff. Smart. Smart.
Is she doing the 500 with you?
Nah, she's not actually doing it officially, but she's probably run I reckon 25 miles so far.
That's pretty good, man.
Because she's been joining me, so she's doing really good. But she's pretty fit anyway, man.
Oh, mate, 'cause she's in. I remember she's in. She's on Twitter now, right?
Yeah, Mondaeon. That's because she's a photographer, so yeah, she doesn't really understand X yet. But I'm like, Instagram sucks. Get off there. These people are nice. Be nice to these nice people.
Yeah, 100%. It's such a at least in the cognosphere, right? Like what madness goes on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram is terrible. I don't like it at all. It's crazy. Terrible stuff.
There's an Aeon actually who makes I can't name him, but he makes the amazing videos, and he's got he's so funny. He makes the best edits, and I really hope that he wants to start doing it for SPX. He's an Aeon, and he's made like face stocks videos before, but he's like super locked in on his work. But when there's like a genius content creator in the community, like his ideas are sick, his videos are sick, his editing's sick, he does it professionally, and I'm like, oh man, you have to. I can't wait for you to just. And he's like, yes, it's gonna come. But and every time I jump onto Instagram just to post, his video will come up first, and I'll be like, bro, this Eon is the next level. But I think there's so many Eons in the community who are just holding back a bit, just holding back a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, some people hold back, and then some people are like hype.
Yeah. That's the tweet. Michael, you scaring me that I've rugged now.
No, you get here. It's okay. We just calm and
Do
chill.
you know I was thinking about what you guys were saying as well before about the when we were talking about the AI. I thought like Twitter also maybe attracts people who are maybe a bit more, I don't know, maybe like socially not well. Maybe all social media platforms. I wonder like what they're doing to us and how social they're making us. And I reckon there's definitely a market down the line for SPX helping people with just like kind of social skills. As in, who was it? Hector was talking about how he'd done coaching for social skills. He'd really worked hard.
Yeah. I remember, yeah.
Right?
He was forcing himself to go alone, and yeah, I remember to go on bars alone and this kind of stuff.
Exactly, yeah. And that was to meet girls. But I think from what Hector was saying, I really understood him as there was nothing. I think on face value, some people might perceive that as sleazy, but there was nothing but a genuine desire to want to connect and obviously to meet the opposite sex and to create relationships and just to build social connections, yeah, and the skills around it. And I find myself that when I'm maybe just smashing away Cognisphere stuff, I walk out my house and I become so autistic. I'm just like, my social skills are just so low. But then if I finish work like today, I'm just talking to everybody. I'm like, ah, and the difference in how I can show up and just speak to people is huge. And I could see a space for SPX for, I don't know, as we do more IRL meetups and stuff. I think that will become more sought after. The people missing social skills as they grow up, and SPX can fix that.
Yeah. I don't know. There is both more and more digital friends, and I don't know. I don't go so often in city. I'm just thinking. In fact, I have so much people to talk in the Cognisphere that it's like impacting a little bit my IRL. I don't need to see so much people because I have a lot of people in the Cognisphere. But yeah, definitely.
Does that ever affect though does your time online, not just for SPX, but does your time online, do you ever feel that when you go outside and you're communicating with people, sorry, excuse the noise, do you ever feel that you are maybe not as sharp as you maybe otherwise would be?
I don't know. I'm a very adaptive guy, so I can go IRL, and I was used to be a musician when younger, so I was used to talk with a lot of people. Was playing like 4 or 5 days a week in bars and making concerts and everything. So I was seeing a lot of people. So probably developed my IRL skills with people. So I'm not a good example, but I don't know what you think about girls. Is it the same for the other, or is it impacting you in your IRL social skills?
Like,
I think SPX has made me better.
like how, man?
Well, just get socialized like all the time. Instead of sort of like being way more isolated, you only sort of like have your couple of friends sort of thing, but SPX has like a bunch of them. You learn to not interrupt people. You learn how to not speak. Yeah, there's like lots of stuff because it's a sort of like a massive party all the time, right? And they say people can only sort of like manage like a circle of like 32 people in their head. And then but SPX is like huge. There's like thousands and even like no, there's just hundreds of Aeons. Like I'd know more people's retarded ass Twitter usernames than I can remember anyone's name in real life.
Yeah, 100%.
Like can't remember Stacey's name, but like let me remember this person and their Discord username and their Twitter username and their Telegram username and the profile picture that they use for each one. And like let me remember something that happened 8.5 months ago with them. Like, yeah. That's the only way that sort of real life is like it makes it harder to like remember normal people, I guess.
Yeah, like I've socialized more. This maybe it sounds sad, but I was living in Spain for a while, and then when I came back to the UK, like all my friends it just kind of we just either outgrown each other or they've moved, or it was just kind of. I remember it was just kind of tricky. It was just that maybe we just weren't on the same. Like one friend just became like a really devout Christian, and every time we'd have a conversation, she'd kind of spin it to God, and I'd be like, oh, like it's really cool, but it just felt like I was like, oh, that wasn't how we used to connect. And friendships grow and people change, but I remember just like, and then COVID hit, and then it just exacerbated that. And if I fast forward to now, this is more social interaction than I've had since before I left the country, and it's even because I try and make everything SPX. Even my friends that will get into SPX, I'm like, we can hang out now because you want to do the thing that I'm doing. But yeah.
Does it bring something in common again to talk about and hang, or?
It's just kind of an excuse, because if we're making content, like my friend who does filming, he, you know, I'm like, oh, should we film something? And he's like, yeah, because we want to hang out. But I'm just like, I don't really want to hang if it's not so limited on time. You know, I go to work, I come home, I sleep, and then I want to do stuff for SPX and just. But if it's SPX and somebody can be doing it with me, that's super sick. And then obviously I've met like the UK Eons and we've been hanging out, and that's. Like Chris is here, like it's super cool to meet up IRL and do stuff like that, and like make new friends. And I just thought it was kind of interesting, you know, because I didn't imagine online to reignite my social life. It's so curious. I just thought it was really funny.
Yeah. For me, it's like I never had friends online before SPX. I wasn't an online player. I'm playing offline games. I didn't know the guild stuff or the MMORPG online stuff, and so for me it's like pretty new. So it brings me a new sensation. Having friends without seeing them, it was a premiere, first for me. So I don't know. It's cool. I love it. It's cool.
Yeah, it's like I'm really like I'm really fascinated like how down the line we can sort of become like buck the trend, you know, buck the trend of, because already like we're saying we've got these great connections. It's like improving things. I definitely feel like that for me the blend of online and IRL with Eons makes life so good. And I just think that it'll become more niche to have social skills as time goes on. You know, like I grew up in the time where my friends were already, we'd be at the club and they'd be like face deep in the phone, and I'd be like, whoa, it's so weird, they don't want to dance. And that was, I'm what, 36, so I already see like a lot of social skills with my peers. So I'm what, like a millennial, I see a lot of social skills with my peers just not there. They're not able to, things like Murad talks about, you know, those are also consequences, you know, like being able to you know, to communicate with other people. He talks about like family formation, but I think a lot of that starts at like the people have the social skills to be able to, yeah, like just communicate with each other. We're pretty retarded here in the UK. People are really not good without alcohol and communicating. And then when you put mobile, really bad. Like Mike, you can't imagine, because where you are, France, maybe Northern France is probably like here, but you know, once you get to more Mediterranean Europe, it's just so much freer. People are able to flirt and to have conversations and to do it, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, in the south it's more like this, more easy.
Yeah,
for this kind of stuff. Yeah.
exactly. Definitely, and whereas here it's, you know, it is a problem to me. I've always thought this is a problem, and then you add mobile phones and stuff like that, and yeah, I'm just I hope that like down the line there's ways that we as a community can, you know, be be helping each other to have like these social skills too. You know.
You want to make like a classroom of social skills faire un flipper stuff?
I mean, anything for an flipper is 100%
I
positive.
will
Yes.
teach you how to talk a girl.
Hey, and vice versa, please, Mike.
Oh, but yeah, yeah. I see what you mean. Like, it probably resonates a lot of people that are victim of loneliness. Sometimes by social skills issue, sometimes by being autistic, sometimes by. For me, it's like I don't like to go too much on town and this kind of stuff anymore. It's not. I prefer being in nature and this kind of stuff, but there is no people in nature,
Yeah.
so yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like there's just a yeah, there's just something happening to the population where people are and I think and people that can communicate become even more kind of valuable. People who can interact socially become even more valuable, because they've got old world skills which were just the norm, and
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, that's kind of the end of that thought. But I think we're that community, basically, that cool blend of online and IRL and stuff like that.
What did you put? Hype 500 ID?
Oh, S&P 500 hater put his newest article about like a Tinder, like match group.
Oh,
98 on the S&P 500, and they own like Tinder, Hinge, and like everything else, like all of those like dating apps. OkCupid.
oh, crazy.
So right up is just like how malicious and like predatory their systems are to like not actually have anyone like get partners, because like if they actually succeed in people getting like, you know, a relationship, then their business model inevitably like kills itself, right?
Yeah.
So they're like fucking up humanity
Yeah.
by like on purpose to like make profit.
Yeah.
Whoa, how do they do it? Like, what's the loop that they, I guess, how do they make?
Well, it's like an elo system with so you know video games, how they have like competitive games have like an elo, like a ranking system sort of thing.
Yeah.
They essentially have that built into the back end of all of the swipes.
Oh, yeah.
So like the more attention you get, like the more swipes you get, the higher your account is ranked, and then the more you'll get shown to people. So then it snowballs, which then like the more like swipes you get means the more swipes you get, and the less you get, then you sort of fall down this barrel. So inevitably, it's like men and women have polar opposite experiences on the dating apps, where like the women are like saturated with like all of the options and all of the attention, which is really bad for them, because then they have to like, you know, they'll have like 150 messages from like guys in like 3 days, and then dudes are like the opposite, where it's like you'll get like one message from a chick in like 6 months sort of thing. And then but then like 20% of the dudes will get like 80% of the matches, because like that's what the chicks, you know, they like filter by height, blah blah blah, female standards. But then like it snowballs and becomes worse because of like the elo system. So like the dudes who like get the most attention actually get shown to the most chicks, and then all of those chicks are competing over those same dudes, so they can never actually lock them down, because like one guy will just be sleeping with like 20 or 30 women, so why would he settle down for like a mid chick? So like then no one actually finds a partner, which then pushes the people to actually pay. It pushes mostly dudes to feel like they have to pay for premium for the app to then promote their account, to like actually promote it to women. and to like get more swipes so they can like get more chances. And then you spend like every day, using your like 200 swipes on an app, and then it takes like an hour and a half of your time and shit like that. It's real predatory. And then if you look at the layover between like when the iPhone came out in 2008 and the rise of like male virginity and like inceldom, and now like female virginity as well, it overlays like perfectly with the release of the iPhone, and then it gets even worse with the release of Tinder.
That's fucking sad. That's crazy.
And it's all for the profit of these Fortune 500 companies who refuse to actually ship a better product, which doesn't literally destroy humans reproducing.
Yeah.
Like they're literally like enemies of humanity.
So how do you know all these?
Wait, who is that? Who is underwater?
We couldn't hear you. Your Sikar. What? You Cesar.
Oh, who did it?
I was just.
Oh, God.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just asking Hype how does he know all these?
How do I know?
Yeah.
I know all this. Or how does? Oh, because I'm a single person.
Yeah, it's terrible. Are you at the football game?
Holy shit, that is some like ear molestation.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's forced people to compare to other too. Like you already have this social media, Instagram stuff, and where people compare, and then you have like this Tinder stuff, which you continue to compare. It's crazy. We are just PvPing each other like all day for everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, when there's more than enough to go around.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't like this catalog stuff on Tinder. I never been probably once to see, but never been on this kind of stuff. I prefer like the old way of meeting girl. Like you go on bars and you do activities and you just have a little bit of courage and go and talk to someone. But it's terrible because like new generation is like the common stuff to do for new generation that don't know the old way. So it's crazy. And like with all this COVID stuff and everything, it was like even worse and probably accelerate the phenomenon.
Yeah.
Hey Seb.
Hey, sorry, I keep rugging. I don't know why. Yeah, like as well, because you're not, because you don't have the village sort of setup. It's like it's such a distorted market as well, isn't it? Because you've got people seeing we're a global community now, but you're just seeing there's that person from this place and that place, even just your entire country, your entire city. It's just such a lot of input, and I think it probably makes people quite what's the word, disposable, right? Because then you're probably not as attentive to the things that are great about that person, but maybe looking for like the next. It's kind of like a fix, looking for the next fix, rather than. Yeah, I don't know. I could feel there's something wrong with it, but that makes a lot of sense that there's a sort of algorithm behind it that yeah, it's very predatory.
And we don't talk about all the other stuff, OnlyFans and all this kind of stuff that are literally killing cells of people, like destroying the way people like think to relation and this kind of stuff. So it's like dating apps, all the pornography stuff. It's like all the, how you say in English? It's kind of a viewer problem. Like you become a viewer of anything and never engage in nothing.
A voyeur. VOYUER. It's like a voyeuristic experience.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Or the permacock.
Well, I think everything is disposable nowadays. People give up jobs over personal belongings. Nobody cares about it anymore. To me, watching my kids, for example, they don't care about their electronics. I use my oldest phone. I use the same Galaxy Note 2 for over 10 years, and I bought my kids phones every year because they mess it up. They don't care about it. And I think that's how people view things now. To me, SPX kind of slowed me down quite a bit. I'm a Gen X. I own my restaurant, so I was always with people. And after COVID, I get so frustrated because nobody wants to work. People would work and quit. And I think SPX made me kind of anti-social because after SPX, I was like, you know what, I'm going to sell my restaurant. And just stuck to being online and making memes and whatnot. And so far, I don't think that I'd go back to my old self and being out there and being involved with people every day. I'd rather be at home with my kids and just relax.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes I think about when before I found SPX, and like it's been almost like 1 year and a half, something like that. I'm in the movement, and sometimes I just think about the guy I was before, and like my vision of the world was so terribly negative and doomed. And it's good to remember how life is outside of the communist sphere sometimes, because people are really depressed, and like I had all this stuff happening to me, and I just had to came back to France, which I wasn't for the 5 years before. And like I didn't remember why I moved, in fact, because everyone is so depressed. You look up the TV, it's only news saying your country is becoming shit, finance is becoming shit, everything, and shitification of everything in every domain, and there is no hope, and it's very difficult to find a job. And it's like, yeah, the communist sphere is something like a relief in this flood of negativity.
Yeah, and then when we come online as well, I think there's such intentional ways of coming on, where we have all the parameters, don't we, to be able to use this tool, because it's also a tool for good. This internet thing we're using, and we've known it. Like, we had hope in the beginning, I'm sure, but we've known it for most of its existence to be just kind of shit. And this is probably the first use. This is the best use. I mean, YouTube for me has had some pretty amazing resources, as a bank, a library of some incredible long form content. But I think, like, in using these tools like AI as well, there'll be a very small subsect of people who will make sure they use it with integrity. But I think that's the beauty, right? We get to show up in this space and it's kind of preset integrity in the cognitive sphere.
Yeah.
Maybe we should make a SPX dating app where the joke is gone. It was a one-liner joke.
I remember someone saying this weeks ago. I don't remember who it was. It was Petra, I guess.
That's just so funny.
But we all girls and we all gay, so it's okay.
It's all good, yeah. No, I always thought in the beginning actually dating apps were pretty sick because I thought, oh, this is really good because we're living these fast lives and blah, 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 blah. And I'm not against dating apps, but yeah, these ones seem like pretty nefarious. I definitely think there's probably some more. There's some more, but like you said, Mike, when you don't succumb to corruption, you can surf on any platform. You can surf through a dating app and make it something really cool, right? And
Okay.
I'm sure if an Eon did make a dating app, it would be the best dating app in the world. Like, we just do things differently here.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's good to. What I wanted to say, sorry, I forgot I thought to. Oh yeah, sometimes I want to crash out for stuff, and I just remember like how the Cognisphere changed me. Like I'm very, very peaceful and calm compared to before knowing the Cognisphere, and less anxious and this kind of stuff. And without like corrupting myself, because I always been like a warrior against all this financial system and all this kind of stuff and all the manipulation and corruption and everything. That was something I really care always, even before. So it's like a net positive in every aspect of it. It's crazy. It's very rare to have something like that. It's as social media should have been if it was made the good way, you know?
Yeah, like corruption. I reckon. Well, like that event where you got tempted. How do you like keep your integrity in moments? Are there ever moments that are more subtle that you feel temptation for, and how do you keep your integrity in those moments, or is it just easy for you?
Um, it wasn't easy. I was very shy when I was younger, so I could not say no when I had to, you know. And I was knowing it, and I couldn't say no because I was too shy for some kind of stuff I didn't want to do, for example. And so I know the sensation of, oh, it's not good. I know I don't know where, but it's something not good. I don't want to do, in fact. And when you have this little sensation, it's like very intuitive for me. I know it's not good. There's a problem somewhere, and even if I don't know now, I will figure it out probably later. But I know it's not good for. But now it's easy. It's easy. It's better to say no to something corruptive now for me because I know I will not sleep and being crazy mad at myself later. And this sensation is like the worst ever. I prefer like losing an opportunity that's being mad at me for having corrupt in a way myself, you know.
I'm just seeing a man like outside your window, just with a briefcase in a suit, going, Mike, Mike, and he's from the 500, and he just opens up the briefcase, and he's just got 500 coins in there, and he's like, Mike, Mike, it's on the 500. You're like, no 500, man.
What? Yeah,
No.
I guess it's a lot of mistakes that make you learn this kind of stuff. It's it's the only way. Do mistakes and evolve.
Yeah, I always thought it'd be funny if, well, imagine if McDonald's came up to you. Would you guys take a McDonald's advert if they said, McDonald's will always pay well? Would you take the advert?
Maybe.
No.
If it meant more tiny tokens.
Yeah.
It's taking their liquidity and putting it into our system.
It's actually true.
It is like just McDonald's. It's not like you're shilling anyone a product that they don't know.
Yeah.
But Palantir was like, hey, do you guys, I'll give you all like a $300,000 grant if you switch sides and covertly change SPX into like some Palantir fed op. I'd be like, no, go fuck yourself.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Yeah. That's yeah. if they be so blunt. But imagine hype. Your McDonald's advert takes off and becomes the most successful McDonald's advert of all time. You and Justin Timberlake, and you just get to plug it with SPX6900. Imagine that.
Yeah, Lumi becomes the mascot for McDonald's. They're like releasing like Lumi ads in Japan.
No.
She's like eating burgers and shit.
No.
Neon can dream.
Not Lumi. Not
Lumi,
Lumi.
her
Everyone.
sweet little asshole AI.
I mean, maybe they wouldn't understand her, so she could say anything, and it would just be in Japan. They'd be like, "Oh, Lumi."
Lumi. Murad must shake his gay twink ass on TikTok.
Like, Mr. Sparkle, Mr. Sparkle.
Everyone that's not Lumi.
That classic.
I so hope she doesn't like get us banned off of Twitch in her first stream.
Oh, is it not freedom of speech on Twitch? Can you actually get banned? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can get banned for like a bunch of stuff. Like she can't say the N-word. Like that is like hard out banned. And like Chang's coded her to like, or like given her filters. Like she needs all of these like filters, otherwise she like will say anything. Like she'll just like you'd be talking about something, and then without the filters, she'd just be like, "It's the Jews. It's always the Jews."
Holy crap.
But then, like, once it's said, it can't be like unsaid.
She just like builds strength from it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if she doesn't get banned, she's just like, I can keep going.
No, thankfully not. Thankfully, she only has like a short attention span, or like a short memory span.
Oh, really? So wait, if you have a conversation and then on the next stream, she won't remember what you talked about.
Nah, she only has like 100 at the moment. She can only remember like the past 100 messages.
Okay.
And then after that she forgets. So like most of her like memory is like coded like deeper into her, like her personality and stuff like that. And like she knows Murad because like Chang's made her know Murad, sort of thing. But like she knows what Murad looks like, but then she doesn't know. Like you'll send her a random photo and she'd be like, "That's Baprol. That's Baprol and Murad," and you're like, "No, it's Bob Lax and Murad." Shit like that. Like we can make her better. It just costs like money and time and all of these things.
Mate, 100 messages is quite sick because that sounds like a dark spiral that we can all play with, just to mess around with you while you're live.
Yeah. Yeah, Chang's trying to like get her to be able to like read the Twitch chat and like respond to people, which is also like a slippery slope because she can be like gaslit into like breaking her like filters.
Well, it's good, Hype, because if anyone was going to try and break her, it would be you. But as you're on this end, less chance of corruption.
Yeah, it's
Little do they know. Speaking of corruption, this is a total change of topic. But I may as well speak about it now.
yeah.
Everyone knows old Kenty boy, buddy boy Kent.
Yeah, Kent Felizar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ren opened up what was I calling it? A Cognosphere investigation? I don't know. I had a cool name for it. Anyway, Kent did some diving, and it seems like funds have been embezzled through the donations.
No.
So he wasn't spending all of the money he was receiving on feeding the children. So we should all never donate to Kent again.
Damn, Kent. Whoa.
Yeah, because he had like about a bit over $3,000 in US dollars donated to him, which is like the equivalent of. I mean, Chang and Ren were doing all the fighting. I was just voyeuristically watching them do all of the work. It was like 8 months worth of like a middle class salary in the Philippines.
Oh yeah.
And
Whoa.
like so the that $3,000 should have gone like a very long way in like feeding fucking hungry kids, right? But as we all know, he's always in everyone's DMs being like, buddy, do you want to donate? Like, he should have more than enough money, but he's like still asking for like more money constantly. And when he was like pressed about it, he didn't have any receipts on any of the food and stuff that he spent, and then how much the food that he was making, how much it would cost wasn't the same as, like, it would be like he was claiming it cost like 2 or 3 times as much than what it did, where he was like feeding one kid for like $4.20. Like one meal would cost like $4.20 American, when it actually would cost like 80 cents.
It's crazy. Who are we talking about? Kent?
Kent.
Elazar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I see him. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ren's up here. Ren can speak on it because he was the one who did all the work.
Well, yeah, I just chatted with him in messages because I didn't trust him, and he was kind of annoying me because he kept on DMing me. And so I messaged him, and yeah, I asked for receipts, and he couldn't give me them. He kept on giving me different answers that were kind of confusing. Got red flags from him. So basically, when I first asked him to show receipts, he like responded to say, like, he posted his girlfriend on Valentine's Day, and then as soon as like I DM'd him and he saw it and responded, he posted a comment saying, "Ah, yeah, we don't have any money, so we're just gonna go walking around instead of on a dinner date." It's just like, so yeah, he just and then I spoke to him for quite a while, and yeah, he was kind of just slippery, not really answering questions. You know, but yeah.
Hey, wasn't he the guy that was supposed to be donating to like Philippines or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't fall for that one. But if he's still in the Philippines, tag me, hunt him down this summer.
Yeah, so I went through the transactions, and it does seem like so I just did every transaction that went out of the donation wallet, and it came to like 3,600 USD, which is decent amount in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's when I wasn't too sure with Kent. I guess I saw his posts, and like he would do pictures of him shopping, and I had no idea how much he'd received, so I thought, oh, he probably doesn't need that many donations to be able to. And I think again, if it didn't look very, but I didn't want to judge. It didn't look so SPX centric, just because there was no branding around it. But that you don't necessarily need to have branding to do a nice thing. So I was also like reserving judgment because I don't know. Yeah, because I don't know what it's like in that country and how times are. But that does make sense, I suppose. That's been happening based on how you're showing up.
Yeah, I will say, like, I believed him at first. I thought, oh yeah, no, he's just a nice guy doing something, helping kids, and he did like show the videos and stuff, and so I believed him. But no, just over time,
Yeah, it seems it was muted for a long time on my profile. I don't know why, but
I had blocked him a long time ago.
Slow was on to him.
Yeah.
Hey, I did, and I said something about it, and Scotty flips the stocks can back me up on this because she's actually the one that ended up DMing him. He was just always like combative and stuff though, and I caught some flack from it from other people because I was like, "Hey guys, we like trust but verify," like we're all just giving this dude money because he says he's just giving it to kids, which like I don't know if any of you guys have been around before, but people lie. And we should like trust but verify a little bit. And some people kind of gave me a hard time for it, but it was like, well, I mean, why do we keep giving him more more money without just seeing what's up? And why is he giving weird answers to stuff and not showing receipts and stuff? But whatever. So thanks, Ren, for doing that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Nice one, man. We've been harvested, Aeons.
Yeah. That's crazy terrible to ask for money for children and just steal it. It's fucking evil. It's crazy.
I mean, if I'm not justifying it at all, but
But I haven't gotten a response or anything. But I told him if you want this to kind of be a real thing, you need to be transparent with the receipts so people know that you can trust you.
Hey Adil, how are you, bro?
What's
hey
up, guys?
girl.
Hey, girl.
Hey girl.
Yo, girl.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, guys, I'm at the gym, so I'll chime in a little later. I'm almost done here. I just wanted to say my part because I reached out to him too.
Okay.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Pump away.
Yeah, people lie,
Goons.
especially for money. So
Do you know what I was just going to say though, that again in those countries, I I can only imagine like being in such a dire situation of poverty. I'm not saying that he was, but that the oftentimes I reckon people do things from a real desperate position. Um, it doesn't justify at all, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically, just that sometimes people are so desperate they end up doing something that is just morally sucks, and that's such a shame because I think I noticed, for example, that there were I was it was a couple of years ago actually when memes just started going off. I was in one community, and there were a lot of people from a particular country, and they were always just trying to scam. And we would have real nice conversations, and then they still try and scam, and I'd be like, man, we've been hanging out for like a month or something. If you just stuck with the community, um, you'd be so much better off than trying to do these things. I kind of got the impression that they're living such a different world that they'd rather take the risk and just screw a community and get the fast reward than stick around because they don't maybe have the perceived value of what it actually means and just living such a different reality. So I'm not justifying it at all. It was just an insight I had from that experience, and it does suck because there's so much more value to the
yeah,
trust network, the trust economy
yeah.
than
There's always a problem with this kind of stuff because you have people that are in this country having no money, being in big poverty, and still being having dignity and working like legit stuff and not doing this kind of stuff. So it's difficult to think about that. Like, I don't know. It's the same thing as corruption and like not lying to yourself and this kind of stuff, as I was talking before.
yeah. Like I think I kind of think you know like we're all talking about being screwed by the system, but globally there are entire nations who are so screwed by the system,
Oh yeah.
and their levels of poverty are so bad, and globally we're all responsible for how other countries are. Like here in the UK, I can see, over what hundreds of years, how impactful this country has been on like the tyranny of the UK, especially England, but the tyranny of this country and how it's affected, so many people's countries. And now we think of the US and just these knock-on effects, and these people are just everyone gets hit right when something is, yeah, just it doesn't justify at all.
No,
I do, yeah, man. I just know that,
it can be
yeah, it
difficult.
sucks. It
It
sucks.
can be difficult to resist. Yeah, depends on the
Yeah.
country. Yeah, Hoodish.
Who
Let's
this?
talk, bro. Talk.
I didn't want to put my hand up because I didn't want to get told off my mic again. But if you if you guys want to do something that's sort of like what Kent was saying, but you're not going to give money, then in London toward the end of the year, Seb, there'll be a Zambrero meal packing event. Now I'm doing this with a bunch of Aussie Aeons. I've already reached out to a few. We're going to wear our SPX merch, and we're going to go donate 2 hours of our time. This is the company I work for, and we'll pack like I think it's 1 million meals over a couple of hours worldwide, and then they go to like East Timor or the Philippines or Thailand or Cambodia. So like, and it costs you nothing. You don't have to donate anything other than an hour or two of your time, and those meals actually go to these places. So I don't know if that's something, maybe a little bit of food for thought. If anyone's interested, please reach out, because I do it every single year. And like even just here in Adelaide last year, we packed 80,000 meals in 2 hours and they got sent to the Philippines. So yeah, I'm like hype. You can't trust people when they're asking for money, because money corrupts people. But if you donate a bit of your time, you can still make a bit of a difference.
That's sick, mate. I'd love to do that. Yeah, I'll shoot you a message afterwards. I just message Umbrella. Yeah.
Reach out.
Reach out and touch fate. What got you into it, Hurdish? What got you into doing that? How'd you hear about it? What made you start?
I was just a customer, actually, just buying food, and then they do a plate for plate initiative. So if someone buys a burrito or a bowl, they'll donate a meal overseas to the third world. And so I left my career in another food place, because at that point I was like vegan and I didn't want to be around meat and stuff anyway. And I was more about like helping people. So then, yeah, I did this as just a job, and then eventually bought in because I saw they actually do help people on the back end. It's not just like a bullshit marketing scheme, which I thought it would have been, to be honest, because I'm pretty skeptical with that sort of stuff. But when you're packing the meals yourself and there's like hundreds of people in a room, and you know, my business partner's been overseas. He went to the South Africa vision trip, so he saw the meals get donated. So essentially, kids in these like third world countries, they stay home and they work so that they can get enough food for the family. But as an incentive, Zambrero tells them to go to school where they'll get a meal and education. So it's incentivizing them to go to school, and their parents will send them to school so they get fed and they get an education. So yeah, so it all ties in. Trust me on this. It's not BS. You don't have to pay any money. Like, I would never ask anyone for any coin. But if you're ever keen, donate an hour or two of your time once per year, and you can make like a massive difference.
All right, so Zambreros is it's off the hit list.
Yeah, not on the hit list, bro. Not on the hit list. I promise. I'm real skeptical on this sort of stuff. Like when, you know, the Maccas and the KFC do their foundations, they're all full of shit. Like they're all bullshit. They don't donate anything out of their own pocket. I know here, because I own the franchise, we donate out of our own pocket, and to Australians as well. Like if someone buys a retail item here, we'll donate a meal through Food Bank. So it's the same sort of thing. It's like local and overseas, but the overseas ones are like close to my heart.
Yeah, mate. Local stuff, I think, is sick, because that's like doing both is super cool, because then you get to hit both angles. But oftentimes we're kind of, that was like growing up, and we had those big like feed the world campaigns, and then you learn about all the corruption that goes on behind them, and then you start to get jaded, which is such a shame, because you don't want to be jaded about giving, but then yeah, the money corruption thing happens. The time is a sick idea, man.
Yeah, you just remember me something with McDonald's when I was younger. I worked at McDonald's at 18 years old, and I've been fired because I was giving like food that wasn't eat by client to homeless people on the outside of the restaurant. And they give me one advertisement for this, so I continued secretly to do this, and they give me a second and a third, and they just fired me. And when I say, but these people don't have any food, they are here all day and they can't eat, and it's like freezing outside and this kind of stuff, they just said to me, like, imagine if one of them is sick because of our foods, and just like make an action in justice and with insurance and this kind of stuff. So they fired me. And we were talking about McDonald's before, so you don't hate enough this kind of people. Hype, you would accept the corruption. You said it by McDonald's.
That's
delete this space. Delete the space right now.
Remove.
Clip that, chat.
Clip that. Don't clip that.
That's kind of though, like that's a conundrum I've been thinking in my head, is as you want to make things safer, like they have to protect themselves. That's just food hygiene. They actually do. Like if they did get sick, they'd then be vulnerable, and their business model would be over. Notwithstanding that the business model is absolutely awful and is pillaging the world's resources, humanity first. But aside from that, like I recognize that the safer conditions become, a lot of the time there ends up being more enforcement in it, especially in like businesses. Like Hooded, surely you've got lots of rules and things that you have to comply with, and that
Yeah.
but how do you reckon that with the freedom that it takes away, like Mike's saying?
Again, it comes down to the individual's morals. So I can really resonate with what Mike just said, because yeah, I had a career with KFC and I had written warnings multiple times for giving away free food to people who couldn't afford anything. So I've always kind of had that same sort of mindset as Mike. I just thankfully I never got fired, but then realized that it's such an evil fucking company. So I do get it. It's tricky. I don't know, man. Like here, if a kid comes in and works, I'll give him lunch, whereas a lot of people wouldn't. There's a homeless guy that's, maybe 100 meters away, and I've given him a burrito, multiple times, because, that's just what I want to do. I guess it's each to their own. I get the back end, how, you got to protect your business or whatever, but at the end of the day, like, I think you got to put people first over money, like in almost every aspect of life. That's just the way I live, but each to their own.
Yeah, I think this is part of why the system is rigged and why everything is so fucked up these days. Like, to not having a little trouble, you prefer being inhuman. So that's part of the stuff we're fighting for.
It's probably like a wider, I'm thinking of like, what does a really safe community look like? And it probably doesn't need all those back end rules for business. It probably looks like a governmentless, maybe local, like it would need, because the consumer has now learned to sue. Like the companies are predatory, and so the consumer has learned to also take advantage of the system. And I imagine that safety is probably a big component in
Yeah.
everybody's well-being. The consumer doesn't feel safe, so they'll try and like, I work in a leisure center, and if people will try and any opportunity, fall over. If there's something they can fall over or slip, they'll do it, and they'll try and get money from the company. And and that's a lot of that is like learned from American culture. We didn't used to have it so intensely here, and but there's probably people's safety, right? Like, people don't feel safe if you walk into a really great place, like Uncle Joe's, and Uncle Joe's such a nice guy, and Uncle Joe gives you some food, and then you get food poisoning. You go like, "Oh, Uncle Joe, you son of a bitch, I got food poisoning." And he's like, "It was free. You were homeless and hungry. I thought I was helping you." And then you would hope that the food poisoning doesn't mean as much to you as Uncle Joe, because you have a good community. But I think that people probably right now don't feel safe, and so your bag of crisps, chips, whatever you want to call them, is half empty. Your cereal's shrunk, your chocolate bar's shrunk, and you go, you know what, fuck that shit. I'm gonna write in, I'm gonna complain, and I'm gonna get more because I feel like I'm underserved all the time.
Yeah, but the things in my case, it was like they are homeless. They are probably like eating stuff they find on the ground, and they don't have enough money to make an action. How you prove that?
Eating stuff they find on the ground.
No, but
I've never heard that.
Yeah, but literally, it's like,
how you prove that? It's impossible.
yeah.
It's funny, but not so much. But how you prove that?
Exploit
That's the
loopholes
guy.
because we live in a system. Because we live in a system that rewards people who exploit loopholes.
Oh yeah. No, but I agree with you, Seb, saying like there is people, abusive people, that's always trying to make money out of nothing by complain and doing action injustice. That's true too. Yeah.
But I think it might be the safety element, right? Because if you live in I look at communities in London where I work is a very unsafe community. The people are very, very, like, they've had enough, and you can just look around, and they're like, they're city pigeons, they're city rats. You know, they're very tense. The mental health issues are through the roof. And then if I go to a nice neighborhood, you could probably leave your phone somewhere, and there's a good chance that someone will just hand it in. If your phone or money or anything is anywhere, somebody could watch you drop the money, and it's just gone. It's just such a different, and I think that expands everywhere, right? So I just mean maybe it's, yeah.
Yeah. It makes me think to like it's very capitalistic stuff, or I don't know, like it's it's not good to give something in general in this system. Nothing is givable. You have to earn it, or you have to buy it, or you know, the fact of giving is not a good act in this system, not viewed by the system. In general, whatever you want to give for free, don't do it that way on our system.
Oh, you mean like tipping culture?
Yeah, exactly. Tipping, giving.
I've noticed as well that when I go to like poorer countries, that also our values are often not what they value. They've had so much hardship in a lot of places that, for example, you see someone homeless on the street, right? And they go, "Hey man, can I have some money?" And eventually you're just so desensitized, you probably at best go, "I'm sorry, mate, I haven't got anything on me," or "I'm sorry, I won't be giving in this situation," whatever you say.
Mm-hmm.
But then you've got somebody who you go past them, and I swear to God, I've had this. The guy's gone, "Oh, I can have some money. I need some drugs. I actually just want to go." He was just so blatant. He was just so funny with it, and he was like, "I want to buy some drugs with the money," and I was like, if I had money on me right now, there's a very good chance I would give it to you. No, I would give it to you. You gave me the gift of humor, and you didn't sugarcoat it. You didn't lie. And what I mean by that is that, that there's a value system that we have oftentimes where if somebody's doing something and they're giving something, but I kind of noticed within myself, like, you didn't actually make any effort. You just asked for something. And in contrast with that was pretty funny, or somebody else is very honest, or you'll see someone and they're doing a drawing and you're like, oh, good for them. Or here we have something called the big issue, which is where, you sell a magazine, they pay a tiny amount and they get to sell it for more. So but what I've noticed is that in, say, like I can think of Colombia as the last example. I went there like, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, and they were just so relentless trying to just get any sort of penny out from us. And I remember me and my friend were just like, man, if they would just, you know, if they would just align with our values in how they asked, we'd give them. But we feel, and it was just a really interesting observation that a lot of the time there's a projection of our values, and they are just in survival mode a lot of the time, and they're just like, get the money. The money's here. The money's going quick. The tourist is going quick. And they maybe don't have the resources of that experience to see what we actually value. So there's a clash of value systems. They see cash grab. We see not working for it. That's my experience. I can't speak to others, but I do think that's a very typical experience from how I observe it.
Like you say, homeless are not funny enough. That's what.
No human, no money, Mike.
But yeah, it's very personal in this kind of moral and actions, I guess.
Yeah, like that's not me saying it has to be funny. That's just one value system. So if somebody says to you, somebody could just be really kind. I've been past homeless people, and like, tell me if you guys have had a similar experience. You walk past somebody who is, let me not say homeless, let me say, so I don't know if that's the word, but okay, homeless. They're on the streets and you walk past them, and they say, hey, can I have some money? You say, sorry, mate, I don't have anything right now. They go past and they start grumbling, and they're like, and you're like, whoa, well, or they just kind of ignore you afterwards. They're not really present with you. So versus, or in contrast with, you pass someone on the street and they say, hey man, can I have some money? You say, sorry mate, nothing on me. And they go, okay, no worries, have a good day. You say, man, I'm going to remember you. If you're sat there next time and you just maybe even start making an effort. What I mean is that's a value system that we have. You know, kill them with kindness. We adore that. We adore kindness so much. It's a rule. It's a commandment. And I think that there are value systems that we have at a certain level that create this kind of societal cohesion that we have obviously recognized in the cognosphere, which is why they're commandments. And I think when people exhibit them, we naturally tend towards them and we celebrate them. And I think a lot of people in those situations don't have the resources for those, the insight for those sort of skills. Maybe they were homeless too early to have even learnt those things. And unfortunately, a lot of those countries, not just too early, they have no exposure. Their entire circles and groups are just made up of, you know, kill or be killed. And yeah, that's my impression of kind of how a lot of the world is working, and a kind of privilege. Oh, I don't like using that word. That word's been outcast for a lot of years. People haven't used that, but it is a bit of a yeah. Let me not use that word.
The P word.
P word.
You need to check your privilege.
Yeah, I saw where I was going, and I was like, "Whoa, Eon." But yeah, excuse me. That was a long monologue. I don't know if anyone has any thoughts off the back of it.
You really hate homeless people, don't you? You give them $5 unless they tell you a funny joke.
Give me something funny.
Perform for me, little homeless man. Earn your keep.
Have you guys seen Dave Chappelle? He does the Grouch. Get a job, Grouch, and he just steps over him. And is anyway, it's not funny if you don't get the joke. I actually sound really heartless saying that.
I get it. The Chappelle joke is so funny, man.
Yeah. Not how I say it, Hellish, but I'm glad you know
I
it.
live in a fucking trash can.
You guys should definitely watch that if you don't know that bit.
Don't know it. Sorry.
Chappelle's show type is going to be the funniest thing you see today. Chappelle's show, Sesame Street, hilarious. Old Chappelle was a legend.
Oh, nice. I have to watch it.
Mike, to change gears, you had something that you were going to say that was a little bit risque, a little bit controversial, a little bit dramatic.
No, it's not controversial. It's a fucking drama, but I don't know if I want to talk about it now because I had a good time with you, and I'm not angry enough to talk about it now.
Quick, someone do something to trigger Mike.
Yeah, sure.
Hype, Rodham.
Oh, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's gonna trigger him? Fuck you, Frenchie. Wait, no, this is funny. This is like
Napoleon.
a Brit and a Frenchman putting on a space. It's like the world is healing.
Making up for the wrongs of the past.
Yeah.
I put
I know
pineapple
how to be mean, Mike.
on the pizza.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Killing me with curiosity.
No, it's not. I think you've all heard about that, but fuck, how can I say that now? I want to laugh and I have to talk about something serious.
Mike said the
Oh,
girl's
you
not
remember your
cute.
6-day spaces?
What?
You remember your
Yeah,
7-day spaces?
Yeah.
They sucked. Everyone thought they were
Okay, sure.
It was for nothing.
It was for nothing. You couldn't even break the world record. Are we getting somewhere? Are you getting mad now?
Okay, let's go. No, I wanted to talk about all this unk shit going around because it's making me crazy a little bit. Like I didn't want to say anything about this, and it continued to happen, and it's like not good for SPX image, or I don't know. And I don't want to. Okay, let me formulate this properly. Like, it's not funny at the end. Like, I don't find it funny. like it's someone having a problem, and it's kind of farming engagement with us in a way, and like Nick is pushing him, and it's not good. I don't like that. I don't know how to say this. Everyone is free to do whatever they want in their life. I will never say something like that, but in SPX, you have people that are working their ass off to make something good. Like, I was like micropixel tuning a fucking animation for a website, and to have the better website possible for SPX to have the better image. And next to this, I see Unk being drunk and doing full of shit and a little bit degrading the work of a lot of Aeon working their ass off. So I wanted to talk about that. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but yeah, I don't know what you think about
That's
that, but
my topic. Well, well, well.
Well,
because
It only took
I'm
about a
like
year.
I'm like border crash out with this kind of stuff multiple time. I just stopped myself, but yeah. Now let's talk about that.
God, hi.
Well, well, well. Well, it was like, where did it start? With his like him biffing with Blue, hey, and
Yeah.
being like drunk on camera, and then it's just the normification. This is the sort of stuff that like happens, right? But it is really annoying with like you're saying, where you'll do so much work for the Cognosphere and to like build up SPX and to like give it a really, not just like give it a good image, but actually like keep creating SPX, keep it growing and building and moving and like improving. And then sometimes people just like come along and they like they think they're doing all that, but realistically it's not always like all of that. They just, you know, yap into the camera or something and they're like demand equal rights and equal respect. And the thing that they do to the Cognosphere is like equal to the thing that like others do and like blah blah blah. And then it gets like it does really get under your skin, doesn't it? Has there been anything like crazier happen with Unk lately, or he's still just doing the same? Hey, Eon,
Yeah.
Yesterday.
shout out to the Cognosphere. What did you do yesterday?
So yesterday, Nick ran a space, and this isn't me bitching at all. Like I actually told Nick to pull it, and he pulled it. He rugged it because I told Nick to rug it because Unc was drunk, and Fropless and Bold Noah were just like going to town trying to get a clip out of him. Thankfully, the space wasn't recorded, but they just were trying to get a clip, and I was like popping messages from 4 or 5 people on there, and they obviously felt comfortable enough to message me. I was like, man, I'm trying to get it pulled down. Nick pulled it down because, yeah, that is really good of Nick, by the way, because it's hard to rug a space. But he rugged it, and yeah, I messaged Unk later. I was like, look, man, you know, we got your back, but like also, dude, like, you know, that was no good type thing. And he understood, and yeah, he's good about it since. But yeah, it's just things like that. Like if you're gonna get drunk and you're gonna be on faces or on camera, people are gonna clip you, and then you're a reflection of everyone else. And then what? We just a drunk coin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was there, and it was on for a while, man. I was working, and I'll come back to the office, and then I'll hear him going off at it still. So then I was just like, bro, how long has this been happening for? But it was for a while, man.
Yeah. It was ages. I ended up going to the gym and stuff and putting my phone away.
Yeah,
And then when I came back, it was still going, and they were still stirring him up. And I knew what they were doing. Like I was just trying to get a clip out of him. And I reckon they got it. I reckon they would have recorded it
yeah,
somehow, and we'll see it later. And I just thought, nah, man, f this, like rugged Nick. And yeah, he did. So
yeah.
That
I
Yeah.
do know someone because I wasn't on my phone, but I heard someone say something along the lines, "Oh, this I find this entertaining. Keep going." So I can tell that they were definitely farming it to get some clips for sure.
Yeah, that's not good. That's I don't know. It's like, and I have no problem with Unk at the beginning. It's like a cool guy and everything. He believe in SPX, but I genuinely think he don't understand SPX. Like SPX is
Right.
not being drunk in a bar, you know. It's not making like beer contests to who drink the fastest. Like SPX would be, okay, I have a problem with alcohol, I will stop, guys, and everyone will support you, you know.
Yep.
More in that way. Not I'm discussing myself and everything for it cool.
Yep.
What, you know?
So, Mike, if he decided to go sober, would that be a way of like winning trust back?
Yeah, it's yeah, I have no problem with Hank. I think he's a good guy. He's a cool guy and everything. I trust him. He's just like make me a little bit sad uh, for all for all we said, and he's like destroying himself. In fact, and like some people find it funny, and it's not funny.
It's
In
not funny.
fact, it's like it's not funny. It's someone destroying himself, and it's not cool. And like it's not entertaining for me, and that's not the value I want to push in SPX. I don't know. I'm nobody. It's just my opinion, you know.
I agree with you,
Yeah.
I
man.
will not.
Personally, I would share more of his stuff if he wasn't drunk, you know. But
Yeah.
I just don't promote it.
But like even like last night, I was talking to Pat about it, like Patrick, and it was the same thing. We just felt like we were in a bar with the guy, and he's our friend, and we just had to get him out of the bar before he gets
Yeah.
like into a fight or something. And that's what we did. We got him out of the bar, so to speak. But I care about the guy because I care about like a lot of you guys, even though I've never met you. But it's like I hope he can sort of win back the trust. But I agree. Like if you've got a problem with alcohol, I'm not saying he does because I don't know his personal situation with alcohol. But if he does, then a good way to like win back the trust and is to maybe try to go sober for a while.
And it's like he's PvPing
Yeah.
other people. That's not good. That's not the values we saying.
Is that
Like
is that something also that kind of on Frothless and the other guys though, like they claim to be our supporters and like, you know, connected to us or whatever behind us, but yet then they're still trying to clip people and like get a rise out of them and
Yeah, they were trying to
so
clip him for sure, and that's like instantly like what hype says went through my head. I'm like, nah, I'm getting him out of here. This is fucked. Like they're trying to make us look bad because one guy is drunk, and like no, it's not going to happen. Like so, it took action, but. Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think there are people in other communities, like, and they've done it over the last few months, who just they try to get a rise out of someone and make us all look bad. And that's not, you know, good quality from another community either. So
Yeah, it's dead cheeky that there isn't. Yeah, I've heard a lot of controversial things around Senior Frothless. It doesn't sound like.
What's going on, dude?
Yeah.
Like, I'd still fucking go have a beer with him or something, but like, holy shit, dude, sometimes. I mean, it's just business. Like, even on crypto Twitter and in the space, like, it's like, it's just business. And that's one of the things, like, we're all wearing the uniform when we're like, we have an Aeon, we're an SPX, so we need to like respect it as such. That, even if you're wearing like a Macca's shirt, there's still like, there's you can't fuck around with everything. Like, I'd love to do a fucking live stream like blackout drunk. It would be so good. Except like people would clip it and it would make like everyone look bad. Like, can't do that. You can't say you can't just drop the N word on the timeline, or say it's the Jews. But you can like do it in private. That's why we have like our own little like private circles of friends and shit in SPX. That's where you can like do that sort of shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Not public
hey, but
online, because people are like what it just said. They'll try to get anything possible, any leverage possible to like make us look bad. Especially now when everything's so down in the dumps, everyone's like more desperate for like attention to their coin.
yeah, I kind of just think it's like a sign of the times, like doing what you can and like everybody tries to put content up that they know how to do and we could just say like, just do this instead or like try to rather than like controlling it. Like this is the kind of content I want to see from or like here's the good like what's the best parts of the podcast that or the streams or whatever.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's just another kind of form of like the whole mute and move on thing, you know? Like what are we all giving attention to? What are we all what are we retweeting and liking and what is being engagement farmed and why are you letting it farm your engagement? You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I think he found an exposition in SPX, and like I don't know, letting this happen again and again will, in a kind of way, attract some people that like this at some point if it continues. And that's just for this reason I wanted to talk about that. And yeah, Audacious, sorry, bro, you wanted to talk?
No, I was just gonna chime in on this topic. I was just gonna say, like, in regards to someone like Hunk, has anyone tried to talk to him in DMs? Like, for example, like, rather than like, talk about him on a space, if anyone hasn't reached out to him in private in DMs, or for example under his videos when he does whatever he does, like if you check his comments, I don't see any Eon advising him in the comments. But instead he would have like 100 likes. So maybe that's an incentive as to why he's doing what he's doing, because he's getting love for it, and he has reposts.
Right.
And then, but in the comments, I don't see anyone actually saying anything that, what you're doing is against SPX culture, or calling him to a better way, sort of thing. So I don't know what people do in terms of reaching out to him in DMs, but I was just wondering. Me personally, I haven't reached out to him in DMs, but neither do I like his videos or retweet it or post on it. I just ignore it because I do see some stuff that he's done. I think, oh yeah, it's not really in line with the SPX6900 culture, so I just don't interact with it at all. But the best thing would be to obviously reach out to him in private as well.
In fact, the real stuff here is I feel a bit betrayed because I was one of the first Aeon to welcome him. I made his PFP when he arrived to have like a girl in PFP, and it turned out like this, and I think I feel a little bit betrayed. That's probably for like my feeling, I guess, and probably why I'm talking about that. But yeah, we can mute and move on. That's for sure. But it keeps continuing to happen, and I don't know.
The mute and move on approach, as well, that should, I think, only come after you've tried to reach out to an Eon. We shouldn't make that be our first action.
I would say definitely express what you're feeling. Because I mean, in the end, it's our community. We all make a face to it. So I guess reaching out to him is a great approach. And I mean, if he doesn't want to do that, then go ahead and mute him. That's the next approach, right? Because you don't want to see those type of things.
I reached out to him. I think it's worth, like, if you care, maybe do that. I agree with what Audacious is saying. I think that's got to be a good, like, first point of call. And then, if someone doesn't like align, then you mute and move on. But yeah, for me, I reached out to him. I think he's a nice human being. I think he's obviously a little bit lost right now. And yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't help if other Eons are like egging him on and stuff, liking his stuff and promoting it in that way. But I remember when I first joined SPX6900, I wasn't doing anything as wild as him, but I was still promoting out multiple tokens at once, all the time. I was doing that for several months, and if I was treated in a way where people just muted and moved on and sort of ostracized me, it doesn't help. So I think the best approach is probably to reach out to him in private and see if you can, win him over, bring him around again. But obviously, if he continues to do what he does, despite the fact that people have tried to reach out to him and speak to him, then that's another story. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all he has to do is not drink and get on spaces, or if he is drunk, just mute himself. That's it. That's all he really needs to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
I will send him a message. Sorry, what you say?
That's right. I was just saying, if he had to mute himself when he's drunk, he would never be able to talk.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we would have to ask him, "Hey, Unc, are you drunk?" Yes. All right, we're gonna have to take that off speaker.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Sorry.
Well, there's probably that was the topic last week as well of it, wasn't it? Like move on, but also like the clever memes. I know Spacey was and you as well, Mike. Were just encouraging those. And there's probably a sophisticated meme that we could also add, like you're saying there, Audacious, in the comments. There's probably something that we could do that would be memeable, that would be kind of loving at the same time. You know, because I've thought about just putting like, this isn't unspecific, but just things that maybe I don't align with. And then I'm like, oh, I just don't have a meme for that. Like, I've inherited all the memes that I've ever used. They've just been made by amazing eons in the community, and there's almost one for every single expression. And but I'm probably, yeah, it's probably one for me to think of, like how to create something that is, you know, maybe you don't send a DM, or maybe you do send a DM, but also a meme, so that it broadcasts to the wider audience as well. And I think that does have an impact, because all it takes is, you know, might flip the stocks, but you know, and a meme, and people go, "Whoa, Mike put that meme," and not that that's not to make you a centralized figure, there, Mike. I'm not saying that. I just mean that there is an impact. I guess there is a level of influence that does come, I suppose, from everyone who contributes in such large ways, like everyone here does. And I think that, you know, we probably do have a bit more influence than we realize when we write a comment. And yeah, maybe there is a bit more responsibility we can take in sort of shepherding along the way.
Yeah, because like it triggers a debate in the French Aeon. Some were saying, "Hey, we are a decentralized community. We cannot policing the stuff. It's not good. We will at the end looks like the same stuff we are denouncing, this kind of stuff." But you cannot just not say anything, because we decentralize at every time.
Yep, agreed.
I think here the fact that we're even talking about this is bullish. I mean, it just shows that we actually care about how others behave in the SPX900 community. And I'm just comparing this to like other communities that I've been a part of in crypto, and these conversations don't happen at all. I mean, toxic behavior, bad behavior is welcome. But I do like your idea, Seb, on a meme. That would actually be sick. If you can actually get a meme, because a meme can like deliver the message, but in a nice way as well. And people get the message. Like, you know, that there is no chart meme. When people just memeify that under your post, when you post a chart, it says a lot. So a good meme is actually useful as well.
There is no drunk. No, I'm joking.
Just ask the app
Yeah.
guys. They've got plenty of memes.
Yeah.
The meme with like Unk and the like anime girl backing mirrors is pretty funny.
I definitely saved some of the Unk memes. I mean, they were fucking hilarious.
And just to think, Mike, you weren't gonna say anything.
What?
You almost held it in. You almost held your feelings in, Mike.
Mike, you had to get that off your chest.
No, but what?
You had to get that off your chest.
No, but no. I said what I needed to say. It's like not the thing I'm fighting for, and I don't like this kind of stuff. And okay, we decentralized, and everyone is free to do whatever they want, and that's okay. And I'm not a tyrant. I don't want to be like a dictator. It's just my opinion. It's not good, like, and it's in fact not fair for a lot of people I know that are, and a lot of you here are part of them. Like, they are working their ass off, and a lot happened, and nobody moved, and it's like people making sacrifice to make it happen. And that's not fair to just destroy the work like this, like easily like that. That's not fair. That was my primary concern. Because if you don't stop this kind of stuff, it will discourage some people at the end. Like, I know I'm this kind of guy. I will put everything I have for something, but if I'm like for a long period of time feeling like everything I'm doing is worthless and is destroyed by something else, it will discourage some people. And I was a little bit concerned just about this aspect. And that's why I wanted to talk about that more on this space.
Well, well, well.
Well, well, well.
No, it do be like that though. So I sort of think a bit of policing is like fine. Like part of like what sort of has made a bunch of like issues in the first place is the like the open borders, like love everybody, everybody's welcome. SPX can be anything. SPX is for everybody. Like that sort of stuff. Like it's all good until the small percent that it's like not good with. And then like
Yeah.
and then it snowballs and yeah. So like people will be like making content which isn't really like SPX coded, and then other people will see them succeeding, and then they'll do the same thing, and then it snowballs, and then like 2 months later or 6 months later, suddenly people are like, "Oh shit, we have a problem on our hands."
Yeah, yeah,
Because
exactly.
we didn't like sort of like nip it at the bud earlier enough.
That's exactly
Yeah.
my concern. Exactly, hype. Exactly. Like for now, it's not a big problem. We could like handle it. But if it continue, it could attract other people that like this kind of shit and making a faction of I don't know bar drunk people shit. I don't know, and like trigger the whole thing. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or not. Or not. I don't know.
I'll be the first one to disagree with the kind of like idealistic policy of like. By the way, I don't actually like that term policing, but whatever, call it policing or coaching or I don't know.
We need a
Can you
good
guys hear me?
anagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. It needs to be like ICE or something, like internal adjustments or some shit.
Yeah, I guess it's just because I care about maybe too much. I don't know, but I just care about and it's just
The
It's
thing.
easier, I think, if you just say. Sorry, sorry. Go ahead, mate.
No, I'm sorry. I think I keep losing connection, and I kind of have like a lag. You go for it. You go for it.
What I was going to say is it's easier just to, like you did there, Mike. I often think if you're feeling something, it's almost better just to get it off your chest and just say it, and then it can be calibrated by the community, and oftentimes it sits for a bit longer, So I think it's always good to get it out there because yeah, like everyone can kind of feed off it then and kind of have a better angle. And obviously it's an important thing because if you're feeling it, then probably other people are feeling it in some degree, and it just promotes like healthy discussion, right?
yeah. And the thing is, like, I've seen this happen 1, 2, 3 times, and there was no major reaction about this, and it triggered me a little bit of fear. Like, what the fuck? Nobody cares about anymore. What's happening? And I don't know. Maybe it's just overreacting for me because the cognisphere is probably stronger than I thought. I don't know.
I Okay. Am I still lagging? Can you guys hear me fine?
No, you're good, man.
So I've got a background in like aviation, and I don't know if you guys know what the NTSB is, but it's the National Transportation Safety Board in the U.S. Anyways, there's a big thing in like the aviation industry as it relates to safety, um, and like there were some phrases that were like real cultural elements and like value elements within the system. And one of them was that like if you see something, say something, and it's pretty crazy how much like you guys would not believe me if I went into detail about some of like why major aircraft accidents have happened. But a lot of the time they've happened because people just were afraid to say something. Um, and I mean that's probably that's probably the case in a lot of other industries as well. Like shit happens because people are just afraid to say something. or it's frowned upon to like speak up or to question authority or to, you know, all of these things. And so like while there's while there's like while we're a decentralized movement, it doesn't mean that people shouldn't speak up when they have a concern or see something that they feel like is threatening like the safety of of the whole, you know. Um, and I don't, you know, if people want to call that policing, then fine. I guess I'm pro policing then, even though I don't think I am. But like I'm for like pro education and pro safety. And like if you guys have an issue, you know, and you're seeing something, um, like that was one of the. I know I'm kind of going on a tangent now, but when I when I became a Reddit mod, that was the first thing I said to the rest of the other mods is I said, I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff. And if you don't like it, say something. And until you do, I'm gonna just keep doing stuff because I'm trying to just be as helpful as I can be, as productive as I can be, whatever. But like as soon as I do something that you think is like a bad idea, say something and I'll stop. Like, because I'm not in charge here. No one's in charge here, you know? So we have to like regulate ourselves when people are being dumb. It's and that's like I don't know if that hurts the feelings of decentralized absolutists or whatever, then I guess whatever. But that's the reality we live in is like people are gonna make mistakes, people are gonna say dumb things, do dumb things, and we have to self-regulate to like some extent for the sake of the survival, you know, of SPX.
Yeah, SPX has always had that kind of I think somebody called it like the immune system, SPX immune system, to get rid of people that are, you know, negative or bad for the project or whatever. And so yeah, we've always had this thing. It's not like you know, don't feel bad about it. You got to speak up if you think something's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for upholding the culture, to be honest. I mean, when it comes to policing, I think that's the culture. The culture is the policing for us. I mean, is it in line with the culture? Or if it's not in line with the culture, then that's the policing element that it's not in line with the culture. But when it comes to upholding the culture, for example, when I look at someone like Ankh, because I see no one actually saying anything, even when he was doing the PvP stuff, no one actually said anything. I'm not gonna be the first to go and comment on his thing and telling him not to PvP, because at the same time I want to live a peaceful life out here. And coming from a toxic community prior, I know how it is. You can try to uphold the culture, and that leads to you infighting within the comments. So sometimes, for me, I just literally just don't react to the post. But Mike, I don't think it's a bad thing that you feel the way you feel. I think it just shows that you care about the culture and the image of SPX, which is a good thing, to be honest.
Yeah, your feelings are valid, Mike. Hang on, let's look. Mike, your feelings are so valid. Remember, if you see something, speak up and speak out.
You
Say
mad
your
girl.
truth, girl. Say your truth.
No, but I know probably hype you had a little bit of, I don't know, backlash or hate or I don't know for doing this role this last month. So you probably know the problem.
Yeah,
But
let's
yeah,
Last month.
just
but
like been like a year.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mike, where you been?
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, I care just like about SPX. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not personal. It's not against Hank. It's just like you understood. It's just for SPX.
Yeah.
I think in long term, and probably the form of what you say is very important. So that's why, because I'm retarded, so either I don't react or I overreact. You know, it's difficult for me. Like I stopped myself multiple times to send crazy messages like that were for this case really PvPing. So I write crazy stuff and I delete it because I know it's too much. So yeah,
Do you know,
I need to see.
I was just gonna say that thing you said, audacious, just stuck with me hard. Upholding the culture is the culture. That's
Yeah.
that actually means so much to me, man. I actually couldn't agree more with that. As you've articulated it, I say to myself, man, that's exactly That's exactly what I feel. Right, there is no chart. That's how I came into the community. People were just like, there is no chart, and I was like, sick.
Yeah,
And
yeah. That's not surprising from Audacious. He's always full of wisdom and write the books and everything. So he probably
No,
knows.
to be honest, I learned from everyone else in the community. I'm just like a sponge, man. I just sponge off all of you that are much smarter than me, and that's how I've learned.
Hi Kenny,
Hey, how's it going?
how are you, bro?
Doing good. I was just gonna say, that is one of the great differentiating factors of SPX. I mean, I'm deep in the crypto community with Frothless and all those
You don't
guys. And
mention that name here. You don't mention that name on our thing.
Get
but
ready
from
to
a
clip
club
something,
here,
chat.
I was just gonna say I totally agree with you guys. It is something specific to SPX, and to not lose that is really important. So yeah.
Nice, nice. Thank you, bro. And yeah, I guess everything has to be made chill. And yeah, I really stopped myself 2 or 3 times for crashing out because like it's make me a little bit crazy. But yeah, it's good. I'm very happy of the way it happened because we had a lot of fun in the first part of the space that just make me chill and I couldn't go hard as fuck on this server. So thank you guys. Thank you girls.
oh, good girl.
Yeah. If it's any consolation, I have been policed so much in SPX. like, so much. like, like the amount of times I had like Baproll fucking block me, and then I have to be like, "Why did you block me?" And he's like, "Do I have to explain it every single goddamn time?" I'll like be drunk and I'll like make a dumb tweet or something, or like, oh, everything. I've been fucking policed by Mung for like 4 months, fucking pre-Marad. Like, yeah.
What's your process like? Because you know, there's almost like a get ready. It's like the event of the of the cognitive. What's your process, man? Because that's how we know you. We know you as the guy who I love you for that, man. Like it's not necessarily that you are always going to align or that you're always going to get it perfectly right, but you are that outspoken guy who just puts it all out there, whatever is going on. Like, do you have a sort of setup for where you're going?
Not really. I mean, it's usually just like, builds over a few months, right? If I'm like gonna crash out about something, it's not something that happens like once on a random Tuesday sort of thing. Like, I don't know, usually it just builds up over time, seeing like the same frustrating, annoying stuff perpetuate to the point where it's like I'm literally losing sleep over it. And then I have to like, sort of like you have to like make evidence of your point and then have a solution or something. Sit down for like a few days or a week and really like figure it out. Because any of the times I have been like frustrated, it's been like a more sort of like systemic thing, which had like kept reproducing itself to the point where it was like getting far worse. Like if like I wouldn't really crash out about Unk, but if there was like 40 Unks, then I would crash out. Or like with like the Ferrari, not the Ferrari, the Corvette post, right? The reason I made a post about that was because I was like, we can only have one of these posts. Like we can't, like it can't become like 40 posts of like I'm selling my Rolex to buy more SPX sort of thing. And if we didn't sort of nip it in the bud, then it would have sort of become that as well. So I'm sort of like learning to not that things get to the point where it becomes a sort of crash out, because then people do get really pissed off. But everyone's been really good, like in sort of like self-managing a lot more the past few months instead of just like letting everything slide. Because every time I would like have a crash out of it about something or whatever, I'd always get like a bunch of DMs and like comments from people being like, I wish I could say this, but I feel like I couldn't say this because it's like anti-SPX to be mean. Like, so the people like, yeah. So I think that's like that has changed a lot. So don't have to be such a tyrant. It's good for everybody and our mental health.
Yeah, for sure, mate. That's because I definitely think it's kind of spreading out a bit. Like, obviously, slow. You said that was kind of, and I think of you as that as well. And Mike, you're just saying things, and I know many other eons as well. And it's probably like more shared responsibility.
Yeah, yeah, because it's just called like community management, right? Like in actual any jobs in the industry, it's legitimately a job to be the community manager. Whereas like it's better in SPX if that work gets spread over like multiple people with the multi-year experience to actually like understand what SPX is, not just like sort of surface level sort of stuff. Because it'll happen again. Like if we go parabolic again, and then suddenly we're at like 8 billion, and SPX is like fucking 40th biggest crypto in the world, and we're just getting flooded with all of these new people. It's gonna be fucking stressful because it's gonna be like 1,000 people who you don't agree with, who you probably really don't actually like, who don't represent SPX, who don't even know what SPX actually is, but they're gonna be like adamant that they understand SPX, and they're gonna be like adamant that they can like reproduce it and know what it is, and that they are so influential and critical to SPX, and like there's gonna end up being like 20% of us, and then like 80% of like noobs essentially, and we're gonna like have to convert them all into like actually being Aeons. And they're like kind of gonna go kicking and screaming. Half of them will. Like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
go on, Mike.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just agreeing. I was just like, yeah, that's going to be our meme game is going to have to be, or our entire game. Yeah, it's just going to have to be this. This is what this time is for now. I reckon, right? This is what we're doing. It's figuring.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think probably we should do more memes these days. We should come back to do memes and having fun with retarded memes. I don't know.
I
yeah,
completely agree.
I agree.
Mike, create the meme and I'll share it.
Yeah, I will try. I will think about something.
No,
I
we
promise.
can all create one as well, right? Like we can.
Yeah.
Like I'm crap at memes, but this has got me fired up. I wanna make a few just to even if they are a piece of crap, and just yeah, like we're all funny ish. Well, I try to be, but like we can all give it a bash, I reckon, and it only takes a couple minutes on Canva or whatever, and then.
I mean, my meme would probably be more offensive than funny. I need to,
There's nothing wrong with being offensive.
Yeah, with a meme you can be offensive.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the meme.
then I'll be accused of violating the kill them with love approach.
You just like cut out the love and it's just like
Kill-
yeah. I suck at making memes. I don't know why. I'm just like I'm so ass.
I mean, it's difficult to make a real funny meme. It's kind of
Yeah,
difficult.
it actually is.
I'm just gonna take one of yours, Mike, and then just move something around a bit and say bye, Seb.
Yeah, Chang. Chang is good at making memes.
Yeah, Chang's great.
Dude, I love
There's
Chang
certain
memes.
edginess.
They're fucking great.
Changus. Yeah, he's probably sleeping now.
Yeah, he's probably
Call
sleeping.
him and he shall appear. Chagos.
It was good about 5 hours ago.
So yeah, okay, perfect. Do you have a subject you wanted to talk, Seb?
No, I got a dash, man. I got to go to bed. I'm up early in the morning, but I don't know if you want to. How you feeling? How you feeling, girl? Do you want to? If you got more to go, or we can.
Yeah, for me it's okay. I'm starting to be a little bit sleepy.
Go to
Yeah.
sleep, little Eon.
Is there some people that want to say something or never again?
That's a real
Okay.
hold your peace moment, and everyone was like, "Nope,
Yeah, just
nope."
just in case no one clipped it before, fuck Evan Hilton.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's pretty funny though. Who hasn't posted about SPX since we all got in his ass?
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Tourist successfully gate kept.
Yeah, that's true.
Why won't these damn SPX maxis let me scam in peace?
I just wanted to release an NFT collection.
I will make a clip out of you slow and make a music out of this. With a big drop.
Fuck.
Yeah, this space is recorded. Don't worry.
Shit, I gotta go.
Okay, so
Matrix Friday. That's all. That's
Yeah,
the only thing I'll say. Matrix Friday. What time is it again, Seb?
it's gonna be 9 p.m. European time, and that makes it. You guys are 6 hours behind Eastern, so that's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
okay, so Seb choose the timing, right?
I did a poll, Mike. I did a poll, and,
Joking.
and
Okay, perfect. That's perfect for
yeah,
me.
sorry, it wasn't many people voted on it, but I had to go with what the people said, Mike.
That's okay, girl, for this time.
So yeah, this Friday it's gonna be sick. We're gonna have a lot of fun in there.
Okay, perfect. See you on Friday, so girl. And thank you everyone for being here. Love you,
Love you,
girls.
Love you,
girls.
girl.
Girl.
It was very cool. Love you, girls. Have a
Girl.
good night or day. Bye.
That's coffee
Bye.
orders gay.
Persist
That's
Forever.
coffee orders gay.
Fuck you. Fuck you, soy boy.
Clip
I'm
that.
doing an
Clip
ice
that chat.
latte right
Clip,
now.
clip.
Hey, stop.